Aggies football. KTFM Floresville. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Thursday night football was impressive as the Green Bay Packers took care of the Washington Commanders 27-18. The game was not as close as the final score. Friday nights means high school football right here on San Antonio Sports Star. Our game of the week features the Steel Knights and the Brandeis Broncos. It all starts at 7 with the pregame. Saturday, the 16th-ranked Aggies head into South Bend to take on number 8 Notre Dame, a game you can catch live right here. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing? It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Happy Friday! Yeah, baby! Very good. Very good indeed. We've made it.
Barely.
Oh, my.
By the skin of our teeth.
Oh, my.
Landing with fumes.
All
Check
the
engine
blood
light is on.
all the blood you had to give to get here.
Dude, been a long week.
How's your...
Been 12 of the last, 48 hours without food.
Oh, my.
Fasting.
12 out of 48?
Yesterday, I think
my.
I deserve some kind of award for morning show talk radio. I completed a show without having eaten or consumed any caffeine. I did none of that yesterday. That was
impressive.
straight
Rob,
me yesterday.
I also did that yesterday.
Well, that's
No, you do that every day.
that's just weird. I, on the other hand, require both on a regular basis.
Generally, you do.
I'm like
I don't
I'm like a
mind it.
kindergartner. I'm on a schedule, and if I don't stick to my schedule, I get fussy.
Yeah.
And I was getting fussy yesterday.
You got cranky.
He
I get-
always
I get-
needs snacks.
I have to eat,
I'm
man.
hangry.
I do. I do. I
Like
have
a-
to.
you're like a woman.
And dude, I went from like 7 o'clock the night before till about 11 o'clock yesterday.
What was your first meal? What did you eat after you left the doctor?
Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I thought
Did
you got
you eat-
free tamales.
Well, that was later in the day.
Oh, my.
Did you get 2 sandwiches or 1?
Oh no, I just got the. I like the just the one.
Okay. Now I would have
Just the one.
What do you get? Just an original spicy?
Just the.
Or
I don't
original?
like the spicy. I just
Originally
get the
spicy?
original, the OG,
The number 1.
and they're barely adequate sweet tea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a sad.
I mean, it's probably better for you. You need more. You're asking for more sugar. Like,
Well, I know that's my only sugar intake is the sweet tea. I don't.
Yeah.
But I take.
well,
a
you
lot
do
of it. But
realize
anyway.
there's sugar in that Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Well, yeah, but that's good sugar.
Oh, okay.
That's God's sugar. They prayed over that bag of sugar before they put it in the dough. So I feel better about it. They said a little
All
prayer
right,
against the gays and whatnot, and added a weird flavor
Fair
to the
enough,
chicken. But
fair
it
enough.
is what it is.
No, it's you are generally good about sugar intake, other than your.
I just
your
am
Red
addicted to it,
Diamond.
and my doc is like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Well, my one true vice is Red Diamond sweet tea," and she's like, "I don't even know what that is."
Now you don't. I mean,
She's like, "What? What are you talking about?" I drink about 2 gallons a week of it, doc. I'm not proud of it.
have you thought about like what I do when I go to a restaurant and get sweet tea? Is I get half and half.
When I'm at a restaurant, for the most part, I probably am drinking water or alcohol.
Okay.
Unless it's lunch, and then it's unsweet tea.
What if you had a jug of sweet tea and unsweet tea, and in the fridge, and you just poured a little bit of both in a glass?
No, I'm not that kind of guy, baby. I'm 100%. I'm all in. I'm all in, baby. I'm Mr. Vegas.
You
I
need,
push my
like-
chips to the middle and ride the wave.
You
You
need
know?
2% is what you need. Like
No,
you need
the fact of the matter is,
you're drinking whole milk,
I know what's coming from my doctor.
diabetes.
I know that we're going to have something that she will be able to definitively prove to me via the numbers and whatever that is, that I need to stop this.
And is that going to make you stop?
It will.
Okay.
So I'm already making plans to. I'm going to I'm going to go cold turkey probably next week. So I'm saying goodbye to the Red Diamond for a
Oh,
minute,
Rob.
because I'm not the type that can. I learned through Dr. Torres and losing weight. I'm not the kind of guy that can just like wean myself off. I got to go cold turkey. I got to have it out of the house, and then I can wean myself back up and regulate. But I gotta just stop.
Rob's gonna be a bitch next week.
Well, no, it's not. See, you won't notice.
Oh,
See,
I'm
you
gonna
won't
notice.
You really won't, because it's not. I have been stopping. I don't really drink it until I pour. See, what I do is I have a Yeti. Fill that thing full of ice about 5 o'clock, and instead of alcohol, I fill it with Red Diamond Sweet Tea. And I probably drink 3 glasses of that before I go to bed.
You'd be better it's crazy. I mean, you'd literally be better off drinking alcohol.
Well,
it'd be better for your body if that was filled with
if I
whiskey.
drank 3 of those,
For me too.
dude, I'd be dead. I mean, it's not as big as your. It's just your typical.
Yeah,
like a tumbler.
And if you add ice into it, I've done the math. It's less than a can of like Coke. It's like maybe 8.5, a little more than
each, right?
Each with ice. So it's like it works out to like.
But if you're drinking 3 of those,
16 ounces a day of tea. I did the math to figure out how am I drinking so much.
Okay,
it works out.
Rob, if we're doing 16 ounces a day, but 2 gallons a week, the math ain't
Well, I'm not
mathing.
alone in the house. My son drinks some of it too, but I mean, I'm not the only one that
go through.
No, but I go through 2 or 3 glasses a day of this tea.
Okay, I thought you meant you go through 2 gallons personally.
No, I mean, when my son's in town, he certainly has probably with dinner. I don't know, but he does drink it.
Okay,
but not to the extent that I do.
Right,
and I mean, I'm sure the Dr. Torres will be able to tell me and justify, look, dude, here's what it was, here's what it is.
Cut it out.
And then I'm going to be, like you said, a little bitch for the next one.
Yeah, you ain't going to be happy.
Yeah, I'm not good at breaking habits. I'm good at starting them.
Yeah,
I'm really good.
That's
The bad
real
ones,
easy.
I'm good at picking those up. The breaking ones,
real
not so
easy.
Good. No, but, I'm old now.
Yeah.
So I'm allowed to be cantankerous, right? Now, at what point am I allowed to be that way? And people go, well, he's just old.
I mean, you're 59.
See? There you
Yeah,
go.
starting
Well, then shut the hell up. Then leave me the hell alone.
Lay off!
Get off my back.
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. My
Tell
back.
me what to do.
Bring me my sweet tea.
That's right. Give me them sugars. Sugars. Sugars.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I hope that everything comes back good on you.
I just have a sense.
Did they? You know what I got in the mail last week?
Oh, did you get your? Anyway.
What'd you get?
I'm 45 now.
Uh huh.
Okay.
I got a testing kit, and I didn't really know what it was at first.
The box, the blue box.
No.
Oh.
What, from the insurance or what?
It came from the VA.
Uh-oh.
Are you testing your poop?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I'm getting that too. I get it every year.
Every year?
Yeah.
Well, it's in between the time.
It's part of my annual.
Yeah. Well, you're either going to be doing that or you're going to have the old camera looking upstairs.
What?
Yeah.
Every year?
Yes, dude. You're 45. Welcome to the party.
Yep. I had one. I haven't did mine this year yet, but I had one last year and the year before.
I've been doing it for a year. In fact, I even asked, and every doc I've talked to said the science is really good. It works.
They want me to, they give me a return envelope.
Not an envelope.
It's a box.
It's a box.
Yeah,
a little jar.
But basically, I can send poop through the mail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Poop is in the mail all the time. You have no idea how much.
Imagine being a postal worker. You got no idea you're handling poop.
Oh yeah, you have no idea.
But it's sealed good.
Obviously.
It's sealed good.
Well, unless somebody.
It is.
If I handed you a jar of my poop, how happy would you be?
Well,
even if it was sealed.
It's not. It's in an envelope. When you open it, it's pretty. It is like hazardous waste. You are sealing it up. Yeah. But yeah, welcome to the party, man.
I don't know how to go about this.
Well, it's the first time is never fun.
No, you need to go through your colonoscopy, your first one. And
once you go through a
happens after
colonoscopy, you'll be grateful for the box.
Yep.
You'll be, oh, good, the box.
Yeah,
I'll
you don't want to go through that.
Yeah, that's a whole other shebang bang.
I caught the finger.
The finger, nothing. The finger, no. That's
few
the
years
finger's
back.
kind of like warming you up.
It was about 10 years ago.
Oh no, you're beyond that now, my brother. You are now amongst the aged men.
Welcome to us, man.
Yeah, it's either the hose or the box.
Well, what do you do? I mean,
exactly what you think you do. You harvest some.
Do you harvest it before it hits the water?
Yep. Well, yeah. There's a little thing.
Oh,
just follow the direction.
I put on the latex gloves. Get
gloves. It's but it is what it is.
Do it. Close it. put it in the
I've been doing this for
box,
about
and
5. Well, I've been doing it longer than that. Probably 6, 7 years now with this thing. Yeah.
Man. Have you
But
guys-
given the alternative, my brother, you will be happy.
You'll
So
be
have you
happy.
guys
oh,
done-
I got the box.
have
yes.
you done the colonoscopy?
Oh, yeah, I've had 2.
What?
I had one.
Every 5 years, I think.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
Oh, it's
Okay.
fun, man.
You,
I mean, the alternative is dying a
And-
terribly painful death
No
of
big
ass
deal.
cancer.
I've
I
been-
mean,
And they won't let you leave unless you fart a lot.
yeah, they. No, let's leave that. No,
Yeah.
that's in the manual you get ahead of time. Let's not talk about what you have to go through. Because you need to do it.
Yeah.
This is something that
My
your
stomach
life
was,
depends
my
on.
stomach was bloated.
So just do it.
45, you don't
You're a
need
grown
to
ass
do
man.
it.
Yeah, you do. Well, everybody's life history is different. But if there is
Yeah, if you've got a history,
a
sure.
predilection, yes. But what I'm saying is you got the box now. So eventually you will get the full on if there is a symptom or two.
If there's a symptom.
But at 50, you'll get one. Full on.
What should I eat leading
Well,
up
just
to
be
the...
nice to your doctor. Bring flowers.
Okay.
Bring flowers, you know.
So don't
So they're
eat,
gentle.
Don't eat something.
Oh, no,
don't-
you're going to, dude, they're
No.
going to give you a concoction that's going to clean
No,
you
no.
from top to bottom.
I mean,
baby.
before I use the box. Like,
Oh,
Oh,
before
that's
you
the
use
whole
the
thing.
no, it's
Yeah, just,
natural.
just live your
yeah.
life. And,
Yeah.
Okay, so-
they want it the everyday,
Yeah,
whatever.
just do what you do. And
yeah.
Just
Okay.
pick a time and go, I'll have the box ready and just do it.
Okay.
It ain't that big a deal.
I'm gonna eat I'm just gonna eat like 2 or 3 cans of corn.
Well, you could you could do
that's
something like
awful.
I would like you could go with like food coloring.
Yeah.
You go like
Then they're
yeah.
gonna
go
then
with-
they'll go.
that's
Hey,
what I'm
man,
saying.
The
You'll
box
make
ain't enough.
their
You gotta
day.
come straight in.
Yeah, eat liver too, and it'll
eat a
freak
bunch
'em
of
out.
liver and maybe
Yeah.
something that you can turn it like bright
Beets.
purple. If you can do something that comes out
I
purple,
remember them telling me like, don't eat any beets, don't
because
eat anything. Yeah,
they're gonna
'cause
go,
it'll-
oh my god,
They're gonna be like, what's
they're
wrong?
gonna pull
with
your
you?
specimen immediately.
Yeah. You need to
So you
come
can do
in.
that.
You need to come in, sir.
But no, you just live your life and go. All right, the next one.
I feel like I'm going to be self-conscious about what color my poop is now. Like I'm gonna be like, I'll wait another round.
I
this
get
is,
the sense that whoever is going through that has seen enough to where whatever you send, they've seen. before.
Okay.
I get the sense.
Oh,
this is like,
yeah.
I
They've
mean,
seen it all.
there ain't nothing you're gonna send in. They hadn't seen and been shocked by.
So do you refrigerate it? Like what do you like?
No, I
no?
get the if I was you, AJ, I'd save it in the fridge for a day or two.
No, I'm just saying.
No,
Like,
that's what I would do.
or,
yeah.
I mean, you obviously put it in there instantly, like into the jar, but then like
Oh no, you put it in the refrigerator before you mail it. You put what?
I mean, okay. Well, what I'm asking is like, let's say if
No, brother, you put it in the jar, you put it in an envelope, and put it in a mailbox.
if this happens to me tonight, if I were to
you act like,
harvest,
no, you will be
tonight-
able to decide. And what I would recommend is when you do decide, have a full-on plan. Have an idea as what you're going to do at the completion of it. Don't just walk out with a box full of poop. Or where am I going to take this immediately? So I would time it to where you felt like it was ready to go to the mail.
Oh man.
Yeah, and put the.
But then I
flag up.
can't do that on Saturday. Well, I have like a community mailbox, but so
good luck.
yeah. But then also like if I do it, like what if they don't pick up the mail? Like
Well,
because
you know,
it's
you
tomorrow,
don't have
it's going
to
to be
do
Sunday.
This, AJ. You don't have to do this. I mean, you could just roll the dice.
Well, no, I think they like I'm about to have to go in for a physical anyway. Like they're
I mean,
about to.
but they can't force you to do anything if you don't want to do it. you
Oh
don't have
no,
to.
they can because they give me money because I'm a disabled veteran.
So then I would follow their direction.
Yeah. But like, is it all right? What happens if it sits in the mailbox over the weekend?
I don't think it goes bad. I think what they're chasing has nothing
Okay.
to do with spoilage.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I don't think it does.
kind of. It's all
It's already
spoilage.
done. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
the
The spoilage is already
spoiled.
done. So I don't think it's like once you've made the jerky, it's jerky. Welcome to adulthood. And the alternative was not before this, dude. It was every other year, right? Every 5
pretty
years,
much.
4 years.
Yeah.
You had a colonoscopy?
Yeah, you'd have.
No, it's every 10 years.
Was it 10 years?
Yeah.
I guess that's how the math works out. For
I had
me.
my first one was at 45.
And now now they can just prescribe that thing, and it is
Yeah.
rather remarkable.
Yeah, the prep for that is unreal. Like you,
Oh, yeah, the
you,
whole-
you're going to the restroom like every 2-3 minutes.
There's that.
Yeah.
That's
So I'll be like you.
This
no,
is
it'd be worse than me.
this is Dumb and Dumber.
Oh
Kinda.
no.
Oh
is
yeah, your first
Like
one.
feet in the
Full
air.
on
Oh,
exit.
yeah.
The
You-
exit has been hit.
You need a seatbelt.
Oh.
that. And then not only that, it never ends.
God, that's Indian food for me.
You had no idea how much was
That's-
inside of you.
That's red curry for your boy.
Oh.
That's
Remember that hamburger helper you had when you were 12? That's coming
This is
out too.
this is next level stuff.
Yeah.
You think the curry
Oh, no.
And the onset it's ridiculous.
I cried, I think.
Oh. That's why when the doc says, seriously, when the doc says,
Because it wouldn't
you know,
stop.
you still get the box.
Oh my God.
I cried because it wouldn't stop, and I was afraid to get up and walk around because as soon as I walked around, I'd have to go again. So it was like that all night. It was awful.
Oh no.
But once it was done, it's done, and then
You are clean
yeah,
as
I
a
have
whistle.
no cancers, no
Smooth
polyps,
as silk.
yeah. The thing is colon cancer. That was the
You don't want to
one
go.
I mean, I don't want to
Do
get
it.
colon cancer.
So everybody listening,
I'm pretty against
Just-
that.
it ain't that big a deal.
Yeah, just get it done, and
Just-
and you're good for another 10 years.
Yeah, man. But for the box thing, it ain't
It's
it ain't
not
that
a-
big a deal.
Okay.
If you've had kids, you've dealt with worse.
All right.
Trust me.
Well, great. Can't wait to handle that. All right.
At least it's yours and not somebody else's
that's
like you've
true.
had to in the past.
That is true. That is true. All right, we got a lot to talk about today, friends. Lots
just
to
poop?
get into. Not just poop. This isn't just a poop show. Now, it
Well.
is sometimes.
Depending on who you ask.
Sometimes it is.
Yeah, sometimes.
So, I mean, I would say it's
I always thought there'd
poop
be.
adjacent, not poop centric.
Well, you always figure some manure,
Yeah.
but not all manure.
Yeah, this is more than usual.
We're just some manure.
Yeah. But it's a football Friday, so we got plenty to discuss. Plenty
Oh, and
to
Schottenheimer's
get
going to come
into.
too to join
Coach,
this manure mess.
I'm going to ask him about his first colonoscopy.
What's your first one? Did you get the box?
Have you pooped in a box?
Have you,
He's not old enough yet.
I think he is.
He's of age.
He's older
He's,
than me.
he's one of those oldsters. He's been sitting on the sidelines for a minute.
Yeah, so maybe we'll ask him about that. I did something last night. I was the first person in America to do. First person. How about that?
In America.
In the United States of America. I was the very first one. We'll talk about that maybe on the other side, too. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we've completely cleared that wreck now on 35. Southbound Petite Jordanton to Somerset. Main lanes have reopened, and we still had the frontage road closed. Well, now the frontage road has reopened as well. I-10 eastbound New Braunfels Avenue, disabled vehicle onto the shoulder. Ongoing road work downtown. 35 upper level northbound. Laredo to Alamo Street. We've got only the two left lanes open to take you to the lower level. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
It's your boy Mario Lopez here with some inside scoop. Staples has school supplies as low as 25 cents. Your back-to-school budget, saved by the button, the easy button. What'd you think I was going to say? Love me some Staples. That was easy.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
So you're the new girl, huh?
I am the new girl. Thank you so much for getting me this job.
You got a boyfriend?
No, not right now.
You ever date older men?
You really look a lot like my Uncle Skip.
You like my pants?
I do like those pants. Those are nice.
You want me to take them off? You probably didn't notice, but I'm the governor.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
George gets justice. After an accident, a lot of people think they can't afford a lawyer. They're already stressed, hurting, or maybe out of work, and the last thing they need is a big retainer fee to get help. But here's the truth. At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, you only pay if they win. Real help is within reach. Right now, call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Huge savings on Dell AI PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors are here, and they're newly designed to help you do more faster. They can generate code, edit images, multitask without lag, draft emails, summarize documents, create live translations, and even extend your battery life. That's the power of Dell AI with Intel inside. Upgrade today by visiting Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. 1 discount per household.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time. The next time you're out to dinner with friends, you can order the shrimp cocktail for the table. And maybe you'll realize it only comes with 4 shrimp after you've already given away 3, but that one shrimp will be so good. And if you switch and save hundreds, you could get shrimp all the time. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For shrimp. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
The UTSA football program turns 15 years old. Join us for our 15th season celebration as the Roadrunners play host to UIW in the Hometown Showdown this Saturday at 2:30 p.m. at the Alamo Dome. Log on to goutsa.com/tickets or call the UTSA ticket office at 210-458-8872 to purchase your tickets today. It's the Roadrunners hosting the Cardinals this Saturday in the Dome. Be there because when we win, San Antonio wins.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Bam, bam, bam. Oh, you like that too?
You tough enough?
Unfortunately, he wasn't.
Let's say KBB.
R.I.P.
Fought a good fight.
He was a good kitty, but he wasn't that tough.
Not all that tough.
All right. I teased that I was I was the first person in the United States to do something last night, and I was.
Were you like first in line? Like
I wasn't first in line, no, but I was in the room amongst
the first people.
A handful of people. I was at the United States premiere of a movie, of the movie called The Smashing Machine, starring The Rock.
Was there a red carpet?
There was not.
Oh.
It was just regular movie theater carpet.
Oh.
But there was free popcorn and sody pop.
Was there really?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Unlimited, if that's what you were into.
Man.
Well, I can go for, I'm a good bucket and a half.
I had a bag, and I had a Barks Zero root beer with vanilla added.
Oh, and I go.
They have a zero?
Yeah,
Barks
they have a
Zero.
zero.
They only have it on the
fountain?
No, on those machines where like
it's a slushy.
Yeah, like at Five
okay.
Guys or places like that.
The Coke Monster.
Freestyle or whatever they call it. That's so everyone should have that where you can add flavoring to your sody pops. But they have zero sugar root beer with vanilla.
I love root beer.
Oh,
but you can get the zero. When I'm at those theaters though, man, I got to get the slushy, whatever their version.
Oh, I don't like slushy. I don't want that cold stuff while I'm in there.
Oh, I love the black
cherry. It's already too
Coke.
cold in a movie theater already. I don't need.
Oh, and then you get the brain freeze.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Oh no, I guess I run hot. I like that stuff, man.
But the movie comes out October 3rd. In theaters everywhere, but I got to see it last night with a bunch of media types and a bunch of UFC types, and pretty good.
Did they bus everybody out there, or did they just say, "Hey, if you want to go,
hey, man, you want to go? We got tickets for you." Or they did it on the IMAX at the River Center. Of it, like after, so we did like we did a showing and then a Q&A, and then they were like, "Yeah, they've got another movie coming in here tonight, so we got to kind of head outside." So
they got
then we had a showing of the Alamo.
Probably. Well, so. When was the last time you were at the River Center and the?
Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's okay, right? They've spruced it up. It looks good.
It looked fine. Yeah, it looked.
About 5 years ago.
It looked like a mall. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to expect. It just felt like a mall. I don't know.
It's a place that really hasn't found an identity lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm glad the theater's kept up.
The theater was nice. I mean, and I haven't been to an IMAX in a couple years, I think. So
I saw F1.
Oh, on IMAX? Mm-hmm. Oh, I bet that was cool. But yeah, it was.
So was the movie of quality?
The movie of quality.
Is it a holiday blockbuster?
I don't know if it's a blockbuster. What the guy who I got? There's a. I got to.
If I wasn't a MMA UFC,
that's my
guy,
concern.
Would I want to buy a ticket to this?
That's my concern. Is that this is a niche a niche product that not everyone's going to be into. So the guy who made it is this guy named Benny Safdie. That's his name. He also did Uncut Gems.
Oh, okay.
And I want to say he did the Iron Claw movie, the Kevin Von Erich movie.
Oh, so this guy's got a speciality. He's good with.
It seems like that's what he's kind of into. Yeah. But yeah, it was a good movie, man. It's a throwback. It's certainly old school. That's why I said this. We're talking about 1990s MMA, which
was Tough Guy.
Is directed at me because I was a fan of MMA in the 90s before it was
back then when it was basically considered human cockfighting.
Yes, yeah, and so a lot of people. In fact, I was there with one of my buddies who's currently in the UFC and is about one of the biggest nerds when it comes to fighting that I know. And he was like, "Man, I never knew anything about Mark Kerr before this movie came out." And I was like, "What?" But he's 35. And I was like, well, I mean, I guess if you're not of that age, then how would you know?
I'm curious at that age how you consumed it. How'd you know? How could you even find it?
VHS.
So yeah, it was videotape.
Yeah,
it wasn't on cable. You
could get it on pay-per-view, and
every now and then.
No, so UFC, I would always get the pay-per-views. So even UFC 1, me and my buddies watched at my house.
And what year was that?
It's 1993.
93.
Yeah, for $14, we got the UFC 1 on pay-per-view. I remember my dad saying, like, because my friends would always come over and we'd get boxing or pro wrestling pay-per-views, and everybody would pitch in. And there was this $15 Ultimate Fighting thing, and I was like, let's watch this.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was like, I never heard. This is stupid. This is stupid.
Well, I remember.
And he got into it.
There was, I think it was the USA Network. You could watch in the early 90s, but it was like the Tough Man competition or something like that.
Well, Tough Man competitions were different. That was like boxing with like Butterbean and those guys.
Yeah, I think that was it with Butterbean. That's what but I don't remember it being just boxing. I just remember it being whoever won.
I don't know how you were
you could do whatever you wanted to do.
But a lot of what Mark Kerr was doing was in Japan.
So
and I could not watch it live. I had to watch it on video.
Was the human cockfighting. That was like, oh my God, this is what wrestling would look like if it was real.
Yes.
That's what I remember when that started hitting the inner tubes.
So in wrestling, in Japan, they had something called shoot wrestling.
Yeah, shoot wrestling.
Which was basically like what we see in pro wrestling, except
it's real.
It's real.
Yeah.
Like they really do the moves on each other, and if someone taps out for real, they really it's because they're about to get their foot torn off.
Yeah,
and those guys were kind of the first MMA guys in Japan, and so they brought these American guys over to go up against them. And I worked at a video store when I was in high school, so I would always check our order log to see when is this video coming in. And I would say, make sure when this comes in, we pull this off to the side. I want to watch this first.
Kids, back in the day, if you wanted to be a fan of something that wasn't mass media, it was hard.
It was hard. Yeah, you had to wait, man. I had to wait on videotapes from Japan.
I used to have to watch the NBA Finals tape delayed at 10:30.
So this is certainly directed at me, but I enjoyed it. It was a good movie. I mean, and it's got The Rock and Emily Blunt. This is not
this is big budget
This
stuff.
is a big budget deal. Yeah. And there's gonna be a lot of push behind it. I'm pretty sure. So October 3rd, if you get a chance,
Should have taken your phone in. We could have made some cash.
No,
we could have made some squalor down at
that's crime. I don't do crime.
Down on Military this weekend, we could have made some money.
I don't do crime. Not every day. All right. We'll get into the game from last night. The Green Bay Packers off to an impressive start. Oh boy. This whoever this number one is, good at sport. We'll talk about that coming up next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we've completely cleared that wreck now on 35 southbound Petite Jordanton to Somerset. Main lanes have reopened, and we still had the frontage road closed. Well, now the frontage road has reopened as well. I-10 eastbound New Braunfels Avenue, disabled vehicle onto the shoulder, ongoing road work downtown. 35 upper level northbound Laredo to Alamo Street. We've got only the two left lanes open to take you to the lower level. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to SASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
This report is sponsored by your local Can-Am dealer.
Right now through October 31st, take advantage of the Can-Am factory sales and get a rebate of up to $3,500 on select 2025 Can-Am side-by-side or ATV vehicles. Conditions apply. Visit your local Can-Am dealer for details.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those three massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Hey, it's Rob Thompson here for Prize Picks. Let me tell you something. It is so good to be right. In Prize Picks, there's no better way to prove your knowledge than to play Prize Picks. And Dallas Cowboy fans, you know every game counts, so don't miss a moment of the action this season on Prize Picks. Make your picks on your favorite Cowboys every week and ride with the boys all season long. You got all kinds of play, all kinds of ways to go. Right now, Prize Picks is offering $50 in lineups. That's money you can play with. Use it and prove how good you are. Prize Picks. There's only one place to go. All you need to know is more or less. You can pick your players, you can pick your game, but we got the place for you. It's Prize Picks. And remember the code ALAMO. Alamo's the one you need. If you put that in there, use the code ALAMO for your $50 free play. That's $50 when you use the term ALAMO. You know the game. Go play it in the right place. That's Prize Picks. It's so good to be right, and you're always right when you head to Prize Picks. Go get it today. Download the app, use the code ALAMO, and you can come by and thank me later.
What would you do if you had a little bit more money to do it?
I'd go to law school.
I'd open a bakery.
I'd travel to visit my grandparents I haven't seen in 10 years.
We all have things we want to do in life, and there are people who want to help you do them. So how do we best ask for that help? GoFundMe. GoFundMe is the #1 fundraising platform. 200 million people have used GoFundMe to support people doing things like furthering their education, starting a small business, or bringing people together in support of a cause. No matter what your goals are, GoFundMe helps you take an important step toward them. GoFundMe is free to set up and manage, easy to use, and designed to help you reach your goals.
The community was so supportive in helping me finally open my bakery. Now, every day I wake up and get to do what I love. And it all started with GoFundMe.
What would you do if you had the money to do it? Get started today with GoFundMe. Start your GoFundMe today at GoFundMe.com/power. That's GoFundMe.com/power. GoFundMe.com/POWER. This is a commercial message brought to you by GoFundMe with actors voicing experiences inspired by our users.
You work hard to provide for yourself and your family, and that's why identity theft is so scary. Not only does it pose a threat to your financial well-being, everything you've worked so hard for, but it's also a danger to your family. Even children can be victims. It's not their money thieves go after, obviously, but their social security number. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Act now and save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Football is back, and Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all season long, and you can play here in Texas. Hi, Jason Minix here from The Blitz. Love playing on Underdog because it's easy. You just pick whether you think your players are going to go higher or lower on particular stats, like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, rushing yards. Get your picks right, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play for as little as $1. So download the Underdog app. Sign up today with promo code STAR to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR. Millions of fans have won billions of dollars making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Again, promo code STAR on Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, it is a Football Friday. We're going to be out at Steele High School for your high school game of the week.
Yeah, Steele Brandeis, but the game of the week, Notre Dame, Texas A&M. We'll talk about it with the voice of the Aggies, Andrew Monaco.
And we'll get you ready for a big weekend of college and pro football, including the Cowboys and the Giants.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right. This is what I love. Hugo, the hype train for Micah Parsons is crazy. Half a sack against a rookie O-lineman. Shake my head. dude, if you're a grandpa. Like, if all you care about is sacks, like if that's the only number, where's the sacks? Dude, it's about so much more. That's pass rush win rate, things like that. Like, what are you doing to help the team? And he blew up the whole game last night.
Well, he's a force
every
multiplier.
play.
Well, I mean, even if he doesn't affect the play, he affected the dudes in preparation for the play. He's just a force multiplier. He might not be on every sack, but the alterations, the adjustment for blocking and all that, yes, this team is X times better with his arrival. I mean, and the stats mean nothing. I mean, once you start adding in the sacks, which are going to come, then it'll truly be apparent. But this team is just different. Last night, that looked like the best team in the NFL last night.
They looked really good, man. There's no doubt they looked really good. I mean, it's gonna take a while till I say the Cowboys. Like, it's gonna be a while before we know if the Cowboys didn't absolutely blow this, because
we know they gave away a generational talent. I think we can all agree with that. So, blowing it will be a point of how bad did they blow it. Breaking even isn't a possibility on this one. There's no Herschel Walker deal coming.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
So
It's just not. But it'll be to what degree of failure this is. That's how you're going to measure this. There will be no positive number. Oh, this all equaled out without Micah. The only thing that Jerry can quantify as positive is I saved a bunch of money.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, they're worse for it.
You could say like, it's too early to know if it's worked out or not. And yeah, I mean, listen, man, if you are a Micah doubter, then that's an easy thing to say. But what I will say is this: they have held now back-to-back opponents to under 250 yards, and that was the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders, who were two of the top 5 offenses in football last year, and they didn't get 250 yards on this team. I don't know what they've got to do to like say, hey, we're really good at sport.
I mean,
but they're pretty good at sport.
From top to bottom, that's a good football team. And we haven't even begun to talk about the Jordan Love confidence level. He looks like a man in full. He's sloppy but effective. Watch the way he plays quarterback. He's the most casual throwing quarterback in the league. His feet aren't perfect, rarely, but the throws he seems to dial in are so consistent. At least last night, he looked fantastic. Although he wasn't under a lot of pressure. It felt like he could do whatever he wanted to. But I was so impressed with that football team. They're scary good. They really are a good football. This early, which it might be a concern, but this early, wired together, man. And you brought it up yesterday. I don't think the coaching staff and everybody up there gets the credit they deserve.
Oh, Matt LaFleur is great. I mean, he hasn't won yet, and that's what everybody's waiting for him to be a big winner. But
solid.
I think he's very good, man. And they good DC and half like they've got something cooking there.
That big tight end. Where'd that dude come from?
It's hard for me to say that's the team to beat in the NFC, because I'm still skeptical about how good Jordan Love can be at his peak.
I think you saw peak Jordan Love last night. I'm not sure he can play better than that, man. I'm serious. I think that was the Jordan Love ceiling. Comfortable, moving in the pocket, getting the ball downfield. He took some risks. He checked down. He did everything that LaFleur wanted him to do. I think that was peak Jordan Love.
It might be. And if that's what he can do consistently, okay. But again, this week he's playing against the Washington Commanders defense, which I don't think very highly of.
I think we're going to find out that this Commanders defense is not, and it's going to get worse. Those guys look old and slow, man. It looked like a Big Ten defense going up against an SEC team back about 2009.
Right.
Like they just weren't used to this kind of speed. The Commanders defense is old and slow. I mean, ugh.
This is my favorite thing about bitter Cowboy fan right now. Like they're talking about how much money he's making. They're not getting the money's worth. Have you seen Dak getting his money's worth? Have you seen that? Have you guys seen any of that? Did you see CeeDee Lamb dropping the football all over the field last week? Why y'all are so worried about Micah's dollars? I mean,
and the sad thing is the dollars aren't the issue. They never were the issue. Jerry would have happily paid him the dollars. You know, he'd have paid him.
I think so, too.
So this had nothing to do with that bitter Cowboy fan about the dollars. That you'd have happily been overpaying, too, if you'd have paid him. Well, no, you wouldn't have been overpaying. What am I saying? You'd have been getting exactly what he's worth.
It's the going rate. It's what we always say. And it's not like you're paying him quarterback money. I don't know. We will continue this conversation on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Guys, it's summertime. Carbox got you covered with summertime beers. Whether it's the Love Street Blonde Kolsch Ale, the Rhubarb, which is their latest Fun Series beer, or a Ziegenbach, Crawford Bach, whatever you're looking for, there's something for everybody's taste in Carbox lineup. Check them out at all your local stores.
For more than half a century, contractors and trade professionals have relied on WeatherGuard for heavy-duty truck and van storage equipment, not just to protect their tools, but to protect their professional reputations. Whether it's inside or outside of work vehicles, a WeatherGuard badge means pros can trust that their hard-earned name is in good hands. Since 1968 and every day since, WeatherGuard has been protecting anything it takes to build a professional reputation. WeatherGuard, established in 1968, proven every day. WeatherGuard.com.
Have pain? Have chronic pain, low back pain, knee pain, neck pain, or shoulder pain? I can help. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we get to the root of your pain. We don't just give pain medications. We do the proper investigation to see what is the root cause, and it's covered by your insurance. Reduce your medication, avoid surgery, and get rid of pain for good. Call for your free evaluation. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, where we get to the root cause of your problem. 210-468-1891.
The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted law firm for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us today. Jose, tell us about the cases you all specialize in.
We do ride-sharing cases, we do 18-wheeler cases, work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
What would you do if you had a little bit more money to do it?
I'd go to law school.
I'd open a bakery.
I'd travel to visit my grandparents I haven't seen in 10 years.
We all have things we want to do in life, and there are people who want to help you do them. So how do we best ask for that help? GoFundMe, the #1 fundraising platform. No matter what your goals are, GoFundMe helps you take an important step toward them. Start your GoFundMe today at gofundme.com/radio. That's gofundme.com/radio. This is a commercial message sponsored by GoFundMe.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I've always wanted to learn French, but the app I tried didn't help.
If you want to memorize words in another language, there's an app for that. But if you want to really learn another language, there's Babbel. Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different. Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Babbel feels like it was created intentionally by people who really know what you need to learn another language. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Want to really learn another language? Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com to save up to 50%. BABBEL.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
All right. Micah Parsons ended up with 8 pressures last night.
He sucks. Okay.
Still.
Glad he's gone.
Also drew 4 penalties, 3 holding penalties. 3 holding penalties against on guys defending Micah last night, which holding penalties are damn near better than sacks.
Well, you know what? I grade them the same.
Yeah. And you can say, oh, well, he doesn't. The big knock why people here didn't want to pay him. He doesn't play the run. Okay, well, I don't know if he did. I don't know, if he just was not a part of it last night. But the Washington Commanders had 51 rushing yards last night.
They tried. There was no run game, and they were playing from behind. I will admit, and even if you're a Micah hater, you have to admit this is pretty impressive what he's done.
I don't know how you can't.
But I will also stand and say, I also know Micah to wind down, to wear out. And so part of the benefit of this trade, will he be there in December? Because there have been years that look just like this with the Cowboys, that he's shot out of the cannon and had 3/4 of his sacks halfway through the season. So let's see how he finishes out. I expect it'll be fine, but I do know the history with Micah. And, it certainly looks impressive today. But are you doing the same for your team in December like you did with the Cowboys? And if you did, then we'll see what Green Bay thinks about it.
And Joe says paying for pressures. Okay, AJ. All right, man. Like that's what you're looking for. If you're back of the football grandpa who says sacks are the only stat that matters, it's so funny. The same guys who will say stats are the only facts that matter are the same guys that say he can't play against the run. It's so silly. Like look deeper. He had a 90 PFF grade this last night already. I mean, this is a top. It's foolish to think that it somehow this is a good thing that the Cowboys don't have this. It's foolish.
You could only grade this trade in relative failure.
Think about this.
It's a loss. It's a net loss, and it will be till even the last player they draft is done. It will always be a loss.
Do you think any Packers fans today are saying, I can't believe we paid Micah? I can't believe we paid Micah. No, it's only Cowboy fan who's saying, I can't believe another team paid that for Micah. Like, that's what you say when you lose a deal.
Well, yeah, the deal was lost. Now, again, we'll see what Green Bay says in 2 years when they do have this gigantic check they're going to have to pay. I mean, there will be a comeuppance when you have the highest paid non-defender in the world, or non-quarterback in the world. But right now, no, they're happy with it, and they should be. In my money, of the games that I have seen, 1 plus 1 game, a weekend plus 1 game, the best team I've seen is the Green Bay Packers.
It's hard to argue.
No, it might be surpassed this weekend because they're the first of the weekend, but top to bottom, team, special teams, offense, defense, running game, receiving game, tight end out of nowhere. That's a good football team, bordering on super good.
See, Hugo says, digging for excuses. This is where you're mixed up, Hugo. The Green Bay Packers are 2-0. The crowd stayed after the game last night chanting, "Thank you, Jerry," while Micah got interviewed.
Did you see
the people who are digging for excuses are the people who are supporting a team that's 0-1 and wishing that they had their guy, but trying to secretly say we don't wish we had him. It's nonsensical to act like this guy is not a game wreck. There was a play last night where he drew a holding flag where he got triple teamed.
Yeah, he's a force multiplier.
And Austin Eckler ended up like rolling over. Like he already had 2 guys on him by the time Austin Eckler tried to block him, and Austin Eckler ended up rolling over his head.
Look what happened to Eckler.
Well, yeah, that's disappointing too.
I find it funny that Cowboy fan is trying to defend this. There's no defending what happened.
It's very odd.
It is a catastrophic event.
All I know is right now, I mean, Green Bay is a contender in the NFC.
Yep.
And everybody in that locker room, when they were asking him last night, why you got a different swagger? Micah Parsons is here.
That guy's really good.
Here. All right, we got plenty more to talk about. Morning Huddle 94.1.
KTFM Floresville, your home for the Super Bowl. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by Thomas J. Henry Injury Attorneys, available 24/7.
Since 1993, Thomas J. Henry dedicated himself to building a firm that injured clients can trust and respect. A firm backed by a track record of success and commitment to our clients. If you've been injured, trust Thomas J. Henry, San Antonio, Texas.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Eddie in Alabama. 06 Mustang GT Shaker 500. $5,000.
All right, I'll think about it.
Charlie, have you noticed that we have trouble coming to terms with customers in Alabama?
Yeah, they're kind of like hard-ass like Oklahoma, too.
The common denominator here is meth and great football.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures, until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Thinking about replacing doors or windows? Well, whether it's one, two, or all of them, for the best price and quality, I've got the company for you. Hi, everybody. This is Joe Reinagle from 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. For windows and door renovations, call and compare. Whether it's a window or door project at home, or if you're a contractor, windows and door renovations. 210-284-7888. Offering a wide variety of designs, styles, and materials. Save more with window technology that helps maintain your home's temperature, making your AC work less and your electricity bill go down. They're also selling Anderson windows, and all of their work comes with a lifetime warranty. Get the best price. Call now, 210-284-7888. Proudly veteran-owned and committed to supporting our military community. For more information, look them up on Facebook as Windows and Door Renovations. Call today, 210-284-7888.
See website for details. Bills Happen is not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, everything is so expensive, and our bills are piling up.
You're telling me credit cards are maxed out, rent is due, and the car payment's right around the corner? We need some extra cash.
We should do what my friend from work did. She went to billshappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
Bills Happen is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types get up to $5,000.
Sounds like it's going to be a hassle.
My friend said it was super easy. She did it right from her phone during her lunch break.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. BillsHappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Guess what? I went to billshappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to billshappen.com. That's billshappen.com. Billshappen.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, new trouble spot on the north side at Wurzbach Parkway westbound, right around 281. Get reports of an accident in the right lane. A stall at I-10 eastbound 1604 still taking up the left lane, and a crash at Ray Ellison right as you approach 90. This wreck is on the service road. Pretty much most all our major freeway systems, we're starting to slow down a little bit. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
Thursday night football was impressive as the Green Bay Packers took care of the Washington Commanders 27-18. The game was not as close as the final score. Friday nights means high school football right here on San Antonio Sports Star. Our game of the week features the Steel Knights and the Brandeis Broncos. It all starts at 7 with the pregame. Saturday, the 16th-ranked Aggies head into South Bend to take on number 8 Notre Dame, a game you can catch live right here. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center brought to you by Synergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowteam.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, 7:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Green Bay gets a big win last night over Washington. I know Cowboy fan is torn because...
Torn?
Yeah,
because the Commanders lost?
Yeah, they want to celebrate the Commanders losing, but they didn't want to see Micah play well. So...
Right. I'll take the solace in the Commanders losing.
Well, and also, remember, now you've got the Green Bay Packers draft pick. So you want them to lose,
be, what,
too.
30th, 31st? Yeah, it's really good. It's just like a super second round pick.
Over under 27.5. I'm going to go. It's
you know what?
Higher
We're joking. Seriously, this looked like a team that's going to be sending a number 30 draft pick at the very least.
Yeah. So, no, man, Rob and I were talking about it during the break. I don't know if the Packers have real weakness. This is a good football team, man. This is a good football team.
Again, I'm joking. This tight end, this is a weapon I did not expect to see last night.
He had like 100-something yard. I mean, he's a Tucker Kraft, a monster. So, listen, man, especially in the NFC where it's there to be taken. If just be better than the Eagles, because the thought is, who else is a juggernaut there? I don't know that there is one, and I think Green Bay is kind of stamping themselves as we should be in that conversation.
We were looking at the schedule, and it's a long time from now. But in November, these two will play. And I do think when they do meet
Monday Night Football,
it is going to be at that moment, and barring injury, it will be the game of the year in the NFC. It could be deciding home field all the way through. We could be right about there.
All our rowdy friends are coming over tonight.
So that'll be a party in November. Now, that's a long time.
It is a long time.
It does feel like those are the two eminents.
To a man, in the locker room after the game, you could search on Twitter the locker room interviews if you follow any of the Packers, the beat writers or whatever. They're asking everybody, what's the difference in this team this year from last year? The swagger that Micah brings, like we're a different team with him.
You know, I've been on teams where great guys arrived, where that some dude shows up and you go, holy crap, this guy's really good. And you know, the thing after you get over that you start to realize all I got to do now is my job.
Yeah.
If I just do my job, that's it. I don't have to do anything extra. My life got a whole lot easier, and that's all 22 starters. It's not just the 11 on defense. Now you can rest assured if the offense screws up, hey, man, the defense is there to bail us out, not like we've had in the past. We got a guy who can literally wreck a game. It's hard to get past that. It really is. And the momentum you get to ride with, until you burn it out, it just stays with you because you just build confidence over week to week, play to play.
This is not – I don't think this is Luka level criminal trade.
Dude, it could get that close. It really is. I mean, especially if they hand them a Super Bowl.
But this doesn't happen in sports. Like, teams don't let premium players at premium positions who are still young go. It just doesn't happen unless you're in Dallas this season or in the last 365 days, and then it does. It's mind-blowing to me.
No, you don't do this. You just don't, and especially under these circumstances, you don't do it. And both teams, unfortunately, were in circumstances that still, when we look back in 10 years, and they talk about the summer in Dallas or the 6 months in Dallas where they wave goodbye. People go, how? Why? I don't get what happened, and I don't think we ever will, other than arrogant owners.
Yeah. Corey says, I think Micah's swagger's great in the locker room for a while, but probably gets annoying after a while.
Well, you know what? And that's a point that is valid. And keep in mind, the things that I always told my boys, no matter how good looking she is, somebody somewhere sick of her.
Yeah.
So there was something about that. And it goes back to when this all began with Jerry, when Jerry's like, if I'm going to pay you this money, I need you to be more. I need you to be less of a podcaster and a personality and more of a cowboy. I need you first in the locker room and last out. All those little things that, quite frankly, you don't need to do because you're great. Yeah. You need to model for everybody else. And that's him. And Green Bay is going to get that. Micah hasn't changed his stripes. He's just in a new atmosphere. So let's see what happens as things go. Will he start to want to be a podcaster again? Will he want to be extra and above his team?
It's so funny that of all the people to say focus on football, it's Jerry Jones.
Absolutely. It's a very bizarre circumstance.
That's the most ironic thing ever.
Meat kettle, meat pot. Yeah. But that is the circumstance that you do get with Micah Parsons. And so there will be some of that. And you know what? Green Bay wasn't big enough for Aaron Rodgers after a while. It wasn't big enough for Brett Favre after a while. And it might not be big enough for Micah after a while. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, quite frankly, it felt like when they moved on from Brett Favre and when they moved on from Aaron Rodgers, they got everything out of them before they moved on.
Yeah, they're poor comparisons. But what I'm talking about is the atmosphere is such where you feel like the personality just got too big for the team. Like, whether they're worn out or not, it was time for them to go.
But both of those guys left with Super Bowl rings in their pockets.
They did. So it's a poor comparison. But I will say that there's a lot of people in the Cowboy locker room that were happy to see him go. I'm just sick of the crap.
Sure. So I think you're right. But I think there were also a lot of guys who are like,
I'd rather win.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'd rather put up with the crap.
What do you
win.
value? Yeah. Then, Kobe was probably the worst teammate to have. Like, nobody liked play. Like, nobody thought it was fun playing basketball with Kobe.
But
But at the end of the day, you decide, is it worth it to be great?
Same thing with Michael. I mean,
yeah. In general, there's a lot of guys who are like that.
So
like it's.
I don't fault those that are angry, but they have different priorities. But there is that side of Micah that Green Bay is still in the honeymoon phase, and there will be a time when he was notorious with his previous defensive coaches for not following plays, but hunting sacks and stats over playing his position. So we'll see if he does that again. So he does have a history, but for the most part, 99% of this is an absolute loss for the Cowboys. And it was just further reflected last night that he's more than just a dude that can get sacks. He's a force multiplier. He makes everybody on the team better.
Again, the Lions and Commanders are what we considered good teams in the NFC. I think I was probably lower on both of them than the market, certainly.
Yeah, but no matter how low you were, these are still two good football teams.
They're still they're upper half of the NFC teams. And quite frankly, neither one of them was competitive against Green Bay, which is that's got to be worrisome for the rest of the NFC.
That final score with the Commanders didn't reflect what we watched last night.
No,
it was a thorough drubbing.
Yeah, when they got that late touchdown and they're like, "Oh, man, the broadcast team, of course, maybe the Commanders still have life.
Well, given the last 2 weeks, even I thought, well, I've seen strangers, so let's hang on, and I did. And
then they said, no, statement drive. Let's put the nail in this thing.
No, it was over fast.
Oh, DVS is actually excited for Eagles Green Bay. That's going to be such a great game. Such a great game.
Yes, sir.
Someone I saw on Twitter last night. Will Jerry show up when they put his name on the wall of honor in Lambeau?
That fence was awesome. Did you see the painted fence with the house right next to the stadium? Thanks, Jerry.
Yes,
dude, man.
Oh,
that's the kind of stuff, legitimately, that I hope Jerry laughs at.
Yeah.
But I know eats him alive.
Yep. And then this also, not to rub any more salt in Dallas fan wound, but the Packers receivers last night looked exactly how they looked the last time they went up against a Dan Quinn defense, which I think we all remember that playoff game. It was just nobody there. And what I love about the Packers is there's a handful of teams that want to chuck the ball deep. The Packers are one of them, and I don't know why more teams don't do it.
Well, you got to have open guys.
But it's almost like it's
an intent. I know, I get it.
Yeah, and you got to have guys that you trust. And if you just look on paper at the Packers wide receiver, I'd go, I don't know if I trust throwing the ball up in the air for these guys. Oh, yeah. But the Packers do it, and I mean, at least through 2 weeks, it's worked. And
I'm with you, and in no small part because of the way Jordan loves playing. Man, he's putting it where it needs to be. Very effective.
Yep. Yeah, so good game for the offense, good game for the defense. Just an overall incredible performance for the Packers. We'll see if they can hold it up. They get the Browns next week. They're headed to Cleveland. Something tells me they'll be okay there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna guess that Micah gets more than a half sack against the statue that is Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco ain't going to be able to get away from that.
Let me tell you, their game plan, there's not going to be anything more than a 3-step drop in this game.
There
ain't going to be nobody standing in the pocket.
Balls.
None.
Oh, all right. That's the past. I say that's the past. That's the start of week 2.
Yeah.
We got a lot more of week 2 ahead of us, and that's what we're going to get into next. I guess let's start by looking ahead to the Cowboys game, and we will talk to Coach Schottenheimer coming up at 8:30 today. We'll have him join us and get his thoughts. I won't ask him about Micah, even though I'm tempted to.
Yeah, you know what?
I already know what he'll say. He'll say I didn't see the game.
Yeah,
I was working.
The thing is, that's the kind of question he asked Steve and yes, Jerry. Shotty had nothing to do with this. Don't you know if he had his brothers, Micah would be in the locker room as the highest paid dude.
Yeah.
I'll put up with all the trash. So I hold no ill will towards Shotty.
But Dak does have a 13-game win streak against the Giants. Dak beats the Giants. I expect Dak to do it again. I expect this to be, regardless of what they have on the defensive side, it should be enough to get by this Giants team if the Giants offense is what it looked like last week, because the Giants last week, they
made the Commanders look good.
Yeah, that is a piss-poor offense, the Giants. If you can't shut this team down, the Cowboys defense is going to have some real issues.
I'm really interested if they prep for Jackson Dart, too. I wonder how much Dart film they watch this week.
I mean, how much Dart film is there?
Well, I mean, preseason, the games he played, I mean, it could very easily be they see 2 quarterbacks.
That wouldn't shock me. I think it would be, I don't want to say it'd be criminal. I think it would be very unfair to Jackson Dart to throw him into a game without a full week of prep.
You know what this is? What my coach would say about that? This is the smallest violin in the world playing the saddest song for you. What are you talking about? You're going to have to play at some point, Jackson.
No.
Throw him into the fire.
I get it.
If you're that – we just saw some highlights of Russell last week, just taking a knee and ducking to the ground. I mean, at some point, you're just going to have to step into the gauntlet. Or you throw Jameson. Who knows?
And you also have to consider that Brian Daboll is going to be desperate at some point.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
He's going to say, okay, either I do something or I'm fired.
Well, I think that's when it'll come down to it.
I don't think that'll happen week 2.
I would like to think the Cowboys can dial up a defense that forces them to see a second quarterback.
I mean, if they do, then maybe they don't miss Micah that much. If they put it to him like that.
Last week, you could argue they didn't miss him, although we saw a quarterback run for half a mile. So I don't know how that would have affected it, but you can't say that they don't miss him. My gosh,
there's no way. All right, we'll dig more into that game. We'll look at all the games coming up this weekend. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Back to school season has begun, and this season means football, long weekends, things to do and go see. And what are you going to do while you're gone with your pets? I recommend Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. It's my kennel, and it's not just your everyday kind of kennel. We call it a pet resort because they got temperature control suites, the play yards, both inside and out on those hot days, the splash pad. My dogs, they love them the splash pad. You know, when you drop your dog off, you can tell them to wash them and make sure they're clean when they come home, and they do a great job. I hate washing my dog. They do it for me. I hate clipping my dog's nails. They do it for me. That's why I love getting over to Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. My pets love it too. They're locally owned, just like our favorite teams. They love San Antonio and love your pets even more. It's run by folks that really do care. You'll meet them when you drop your pets off. You'll see that they love animals just like you do, and they're going to take extra special care of yours. They got 24/7 on-site care, the webcam access, so when you're gone, you can always make sure your babies are happy and well-fed and resting comfortably. They even do temperament assessments when you drop your dogs off to make sure they're playing with those that play like them. That's Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. You can get on the web and find them at mybunkinbiscuit.com. Get your schedule now. If you're leaving town, make your pets the last of your worries. Head over to Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. Trust me, you're going to thank me later on this.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down!
It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle.
And you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right, only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
L&S Pump Repair Machine Shop, your go-to for saltwater disposal and pump repairs, on-site service 24/7, parts on hand, and full pump packages ready to roll. Call L&S 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
What would you do if you had a little bit more money to do it?
I'd go to law school.
I'd open a bakery.
I'd travel to visit my grandparents I haven't seen in 10 years.
We all have things we want to do in life, and there are people who want to help you do them. So how do we best ask for that help? GoFundMe. GoFundMe is the #1 fundraising platform. 200 million people have used GoFundMe to support people doing things like furthering their education, starting a small business, or bringing people together in support of a cause. No matter what your goals are, GoFundMe helps you take an important step toward them. GoFundMe is free to set up and manage, easy to use, and designed to help you reach your goals.
The community was so supportive in helping me finally open my bakery. Now, every day I wake up and get to do what I love. And it all started with GoFundMe.
What would you do if you had the money to do it? Get started today with GoFundMe. Start your GoFundMe today at GoFundMe.com/power. That's GoFundMe.com/power. GoFundMe.com/POWER. This is a commercial message brought to you by GoFundMe with actors voicing experiences inspired by our users.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
An accident can leave you struggling to pay for medical bills. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe you deserve justice no matter your financial situation. That's why you don't pay us unless we win your case. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
When it comes to keeping your pumps running smooth, L&S Pump Repair has you covered. 24/7 on-site service for saltwater disposal and pump repairs. From Quintaplex to H-Pumps, they've got parts ready and the skills to get you back in the game fast. Need a whole new pump package? L&S builds custom skid packages too. Don't let knocking pumps or slow flow slow you down. Call L&S Pump Repair 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
Who was the last guy that you're like, oh my God, I really don't want to let this guy go?
Man, I tell you what, that's a tough question. I'm going to pivot on you like most great minds do.
Well done.
It wasn't the toughest cut, but the coolest one for me was bringing Perion Winfrey in, thinking he was going to get cut, and then telling him that he made the roster.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game. Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
All right, Morning Huddle 94.1. Happy Friday, everybody.
Yeah.
Yay, yay. Woohoo. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Huh. What? Huh. Yeah.
I want you in the back at every beat. I want you to go.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. What? What? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what's that? What are the tacos you dip in the sauce?
Birria. Man, we thumping.
I know.
You'd never know we was white.
Yeah. Oh.
You would never know.
No one would ever guess. No one would ever
We're like
guess.
the Kirby Puckett of white folks.
You never know.
We're like OJ before the murders.
We're like OJ running through the airport. You never know.
We're the safe ones. We're the safe kind of radio.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's funny. Dallas Cowboys 5.5-point favorites over the New York Giants this week. And no, Vic is not white. It is
No. I'm opposite of that.
No.
Far from it.
Very far.
How many white neighbors do you have?
This is San Antonio.
Let's see.
The odds tell us it's about 30%.
My neighbor to the right is Asian. Neighbor to the left is black, Asian, and Mexican. Finally, yeah. Mr. Hernandez at the end of the block.
How many are white?
None.
You have no white neighbors? No white people on your street?
Not on my street, but in my neighborhood. Yeah.
How far you got to go to get to one?
Next street over.
Okay.
Well, see, the odds tell you it's 65-30. I mean, it's.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
that's just San Antonio. But some neighborhoods.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Most neighborhoods. Let's be real.
Yeah. And then the neighbors across from me, they're the welders I told you about that I know.
So can we just assume?
Yeah.
We just go by, just tell me what they're doing?
And then across the street from them, they're the guys who own lawn service. And it's a guy with his 2 sons. They own the Hernandez brothers.
There you go.
Yeah.
DVS says Vic lives in Bernie. Yeah.
No, I
lives-
don't.
Yes, he does. He lives in Bernie.
I can't let.
No,
I
stop
can't-
it.
I
He lives
can't
in
afford
Bernie.
it. I can't
He lives in
afford to
Bernie.
live there. I live in Flea Bottom. You know that.
Flea Bottom.
That's just right over here.
Yeah, Vic, I'm not going to tell you about Vic's neighborhood, but I will tell you you can ride your bike there from this office, and that's
Yeah, it's not that far.
And it's literally on the other side of the tracks.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
literally.
But is Vic on the right or the wrong
The
side?
wrong
of the
side of the tracks.
I don't know which one is the right side. I
I'm
don't
on
know.
the Roosevelt High School, not the Judson High School side. So if you think of
Well,
it that way.
Depending on the
Depending
one
on
side
where
or the
you
other.
go, yeah.
The other side sucks.
Yeah.
All right. What's a what? I mean, obviously a win. I'm not trying to simplify it. The Cowboys need to win here, but what would you walk away feeling like? What would make you feel good walking away from this game?
The only way the Cowboys stay competitive all year long is this offense has to click.
Yeah.
So for me to have it fun and enjoy this year, I need to see about 30 points a game. And that's, for me, first thing I expect to see is this offense to move. And the question will be every week, I hope, can this defense at least slow them down? Because if we get into that, then I do think the Cowboys have an opportunity to actually maybe win 10 games if they do that. But I don't think they have that. So show me some offense and I'll be happy.
0 points in the second half last week. That can't happen.
No, that can never happen again. And some of that was self-inflicted. A lot of that was self-inflicted. So I feel like, yeah, you didn't, but you had plenty of opportunities to. So I expect you to capitalize that or at least be professional about some of this and not drop the ball in some instances and make your blocks and things like that. But I do think I saw enough against what I believe to be a pretty good defense to tell me that they should have an offense that should click against a lesser team like this.
I think that I was pleasantly surprised with the Cowboys' defensive efforts, particularly in the second half. I mean, the whole second half was just kind of a grind. But I think what I need to see is more spreading the ball around, spreading the mayonnaise on all the parts of the bread. Last week, Dak 188 passing yards, CD 110 receiving yards. That tells me
I think you're studying too much on one subject.
Yeah, you're really good at that one. Let's see what you can do elsewhere.
Yes,
because if you really do want to click offensively, it can't just be two guys. Like it has to be everybody's involved, everybody's making things. And I mean, the Bills last year had one of the best offenses in the league. The Ravens are another example who had the best offense in the league last year. And you've got to spread the ball around. You can't have a guy who's like you're locked in on.
No, that's not how you win titles, but you win big games with big players like that. So to win a title, you need to be able to spread it. And yes, all of that. But I do know that even despite the I don't know how many targets CD got, it was a lot. The team moved the ball respectively, and I'm going to say all I can count about last week was the first half. After that rain delay, everything out the window. I don't know what we got in the second half. It wasn't good football, but what I took away in the first half was there's offense there and defense. If the scheme is right, maybe they have a chance, but it's going to come down to scheme on a lot of times until you can prove to me that this Kenny Clark and whoever else we got lined up at tackle, we can stop the run. And once I feel comfortable that the run is stoppable or at least slowable, then I think my prospects will improve. But right now, I have zero faith in this.
How much worry? I mean, obviously, I think if you put all the teams in a hat that are on the Cowboys' schedule this season and said, okay, this is a week where we're going to have limited Diggs and no Deron Bland. This might be the one that you'd say, okay, let's do it this week, just based on the fact that the Giants look like they're going to be a piss-poor offense.
It's week 2. It's kind of like, okay, you went through your first trial run in battle because you didn't get a preseason. So you got a game under your belt. You got a couple of bumps and bruises. You got punched in the face. So now let's fight. So I want to see this team do what their plan is. They're not going to be everything offensively, and I do think that there will be an intent to get other guys involved, but just as a necessity because we know they're going to come and do everything they can to shut down CD, and they got a cornerback that can do it. So let's spread the ball around. But I just want to see general improvement, move the ball, score some points, and just be a speed bump on defense. And not that you're going to have to do much this week. You didn't have to work that hard to give your offense some room to operate.
I mean, quite frankly, the Cowboys have a lot of games early that they're going against offenses that should make their defense look okay. Like,
do you have the
this
schedule
week?
in front of you?
Yeah. Giants, Bears, Packers. You're going to have to show up. The Jets.
There's the stretch right in here. The Jets,
the Panthers.
Jets, Panthers. One more.
It's Washington, and then it's Denver. And like outside, I mean, Washington does, so far they don't look great on offense. If you say so far this season, who on their upcoming schedule looks good on offense, you'd say Green Bay. Period.
Yes.
That's it. So the early half of the schedule. Now later in the season, you get to the Minnesotas and the Chargers and these teams that have offensive minded either offensive minded coaches or elite level quarterbacks. Then maybe you've got more issues to worry about. I mean, Kansas City in that stretch as well. But early half of the season, the Cowboys should be able to hold teams in the 20s. And if the Cowboys can hold teams in the 20s, they can make some hay.
I completely agree. But the jury is still out whether 20 is a too small a number. I just don't see this defense as structured. And again, with injuries already, being able to stop a good defensive team, offensive team, especially one that can play action you, one that has a running back that's a threat, that just eats this defense up. They don't have the manpower to do both sides of this.
No. Well, at least not as they're currently designed. It helps.
And maybe Eberflus can pull out some sort of strategy that kind of covers up for some of the weaknesses. And I kind of felt like we saw that in week one. But to make up for the loss of a Micah and all the scheming and planning and the manpower planning to build around Micah in 3 weeks is a ridiculous ask.
But I think as the season goes on and they get healthier and they get more used to this system, maybe it's a good thing that their schedule is so backloaded because maybe by then they're healthy and they're all used to playing in this Flus system and maybe things are clicking. But it's just there's not a lot of teams that'll punish you for it early on in the schedule. But pre-bye week, the best offenses you'll see are Green Bay, I guess Washington, and Arizona. Like that might be the best offenses you're going to see. That's pretty solid. That's for the first half of the season.
The good news is the table is set for success. That's really all you can ask.
This to me though, this is, I hate to say it, in week 2, it's a must-win game though, because if you lose this game, now suddenly I can't take you seriously.
There's something gnawing at me, and I guess we'll get to it when we talk to Shotty in about an hour. There's something There's something gnawing about it has been so long since the Giants won.
Yeah.
You feel like, man, 13 times in a row with heads, tails is due. You just feel like, oh, my gosh, what's going to happen, and what are you going to do when it happens?
Remember, this series was the opposite for a long time. Mm-hmm. I still remember Eli Manning autographing the wall in Cowboy Stadium because
he owned the building.
He owned the building. He was
so you feel like you got time working against you. You've won too many in a row. The odds tell you no matter what you do, you're not going to win 14 straight with Dak. So that's what's gnawing at me about this game. What could go wrong? That's what I should be paying attention to.
I have a good feeling for the Cowboys this week. I think, if they don't win this, we're going to have a real conversation on Monday because all the goodwill that they won in a competitive loss last week, now you've got extra rest. You're playing at home. You're playing against a team that looked like garbage a week ago. This should be your time to say, hey, we're for real.
Coming out party.
Yeah. I think this is a for even just for the guys in the locker room. I think this is a big deal to get that feeling that like, okay, we can separate ourselves from the bad teams.
What does Saban call this? Rat poison?
Yeah.
This feels like rat
like
poison.
a rat poison game.
Yeah, you feel too good about a loss, and this is a bad team that was embarrassed last week, and they hate you.
Yeah,
and you've beaten them with your quarterback 13 straight times. This ain't just an everyday game.
No, I agree. All right, let's when we come back, we will look around the rest of the NFL at some of the other games. What are the other big games this weekend? We'll get into college football in the next hour as well. I got to tell you about LNS Pump Repair. If you are working in the oil field, if you're working in oil and gas, you understand the importance of keeping your pumps running, keeping your equipment running. And it is so critical because it costs you money. And downtime is lost money in that industry. I know it. I worked out there for a while. And LNS Pump Repair Machine Shop, that's where they come in. They're your home team, specializing in everything from saltwater disposal pumps to heavy-duty H pumps, 24/7 on-site service, stocked parts. They're not just fixing pumps. They're keeping the whole operation moving. There's no downtime, no waiting on the sidelines. And they've got flat rate preventative maintenance that's going to keep you ahead of the game. If you need a new setup, they'll do the whole thing from scratch. They will build your custom skid package just for you, whatever you want. So if your pump's knocking or your flow's slow, call the trusted pros, LNS Pump Repair, 936-853-3810, 936-853-3810. Tell them AJ sent you, and keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have a trouble spot on Wurzbach Parkway westbound near 281. Accident, right lane blocked. I-10 eastbound at 1604 northwest side of town. That's a stall, left lane. And a wreck at Ray Ellison right as you approach 90 on the service road. And of course, in and around those school zones, please watch your speed limit. If you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
The Fall Golf The Blitz with Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required.
This report is sponsored by Thomas J. Henry Injury Attorneys, available 24/7.
When it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years and successfully represented thousands of injured Texans. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Make the Break Room on Pat Booker Road in Live Oak your football watching headquarters. Watch all the college and NFL games on the 17 HD TVs. The Break Room shows all UFC and boxing events with no cover. The kitchen is open daily until midnight with karaoke on Tuesday nights and a DJ every Friday with pool, darts, video games, a patio. It's more than your average neighborhood bar. So check out the Break Room at 8084 Pat Booker Road in Live Oak. Follow the Break Room Live Oak on social media for the latest specials and events.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
It's football season and nothing beats fresh coffee, crisp air, and that locker room energy. Hey, it's Rob reminding you that Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit is just a phone call away. From Selma to San Antonio, it's luxury pet care for your four-legged MVP. With over 17,000 square feet of pet paradise, more than an acre of play outside, plus training and spa treatments, this is stadium fun for your furry family members. Call 210-750-1298. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit, where every pet's a champion.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for. From smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
L&S Pump Repair Machine Shop, your go-to for saltwater disposal and pump repairs, on-site service 24/7, parts on hand, and full pump packages ready to roll. Call L&S 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday afternoon at 6:30. The Aggies take on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Presented by Just Punts. Pre-game at 5:30 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, partying, yeah, partying, yeah, fun. Looking forward to the weekend. Oh, yeah, baby. It's Friday. Oh, big weekend ahead. Woo! Damn right, Rick. Damn right. I'm going to be at the UFC Noche tomorrow night. Rob and I are going to go there. You can try and watch us on television. You'll be able to see us probably.
We're going to be on TV?
Normally, the UFC usually does me pretty good and gives me the
red carpet.
They give me that good seat.
Okay. So I hope they don't catch me watching the Aggie game while it's.
Oh no! Don't do that. Just keep your phone on. Keep your phone on your lap.
I'm going to have to be dialed. I will have a. I'm going to have to multitask.
Keep
tomorrow.
your phone on your lap. Keep your phone on your lap. Benny says Rob is so bothered. He hates when Rob does hate when Vic and I go into concert.
Oh yeah.
So, I don't know
We're
why.
all dancing over here. Yeah.
It's not so much the concert; it's the material.
Oh, you don't like that partying song? Come on, that's got to make you feel good. It's
like
Friday.
I'm sitting at a 12-year-old's birthday party.
But what's
like
it
I'm
mean?
One of the dads.
Partying, yeah, partying, yeah, fun. Me and Vic and Kitty Big Balls get into it.
I'm like, when you go to the chick concerts, like the Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah.
And you go and you're out in the back where, not in the back, but in the foyer where it's all dudes, all dads standing around.
Yeah, all the dads gather around.
Like, I can't be in there anymore. The octave is right at ear piercing. I just can't. I can't. And
the things
all
you
the
do
dudes,
for your kids.
That's me right now. I'm here.
I'm just trying.
I'm just trying to make it.
I'm trying to remind everybody.
I know. I'm with
that. It's Friday. We made it, and it feels good.
And I appreciate the attack. You attacked the weekend with the exuberance of a 13-year-old girl.
I do.
All in.
I do.
The excitement, and that's a lot of excitement.
That's right, baby.
Yes, it is.
It vibrates.
Well, let's get into the NFL weekend. Let's see if we can find any games that we're interested in here. The Seahawks and the Steelers. How about this? Steelers are 3.5-point favorites. I feel like I like Seattle this week. I don't understand.
I get why though. I mean, the Pittsburgh offense looked pretty good.
They were playing the Jets.
I know, but at least what they get 28 points. Did you expect
yeah,
that?
No, I did not expect that.
So I get it. They're going to get beat.
I think I'm going to be back to the under on this one. To me, the Seahawks outplayed the 49ers last week.
I felt like they did.
I think it's a tough result for I mean, listen, in the NFL, it's wins and losses are what matters. But I thought the Seahawks played better than the 49ers and came away with a loss. I think the Seahawks are a little underrated. I think defensively they're going to be great all year long. I think they've got one of the best defensive-minded coaches in the NFL up there. They're gonna, and I certainly don't see Aaron Rodgers throwing for 4 touchdowns again.
They're going to have to get K9 on track. Kenny Williams is going to have to move the ball.
I don't know. So Zach Charbonnet got the lion's share.
I should say the running game should be on track. If they can run the ball against Pittsburgh, they'll beat them.
I think Charbonnet may be taking over because Kenneth Walker is always hurt, and they're like, man, this dude's younger. Maybe he's better. I don't know. But Zach Charbonnet's got some get to him also.
If they run the ball, I think they've got they got a fighting chance.
I think so too. I'm going to look at another road underdog here. Jags at the Bengals.
Oh, you're all over the Jags.
I think they first
I
of all,
hope they're good. I want them to be a better football.
This is a two-sided sword here, though, two-edged sword. Because I do think Jacksonville's improved. I think they've got the right coach for Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
They found a guy who, I mean, basically was a reclamation coach for Baker. And through a week, and by the way, this is a pretty balanced football team. Etienne ran the ball so well. They've got Brian Thomas. They've got Travis Hunter. They've got some weapons. Why shouldn't they be good? And then on the other side, the Bengals' problems persist. Early season Bengals are garbage.
I was told they were starting fast.
That's what I was told, too. They sure didn't. Almost lost to the freaking Cleveland Browns.
I'll tell you, if Jacksonville gets this win, obviously it's a flawed Bengal team, but it's a decent Bengal team.
Yeah,
they're not a bad team. I think if Jacksonville would believe in themselves, just a little bit, there's just something about Jacksonville. I still feel like you got to prove something to me. You're gonna have to win a hard football game. You're gonna have to run the ball. You're gonna have to do some things that normally you do 4 out of the 6 things that you hope to do, and the other 2 are the reasons you lost. You need to do the right things all the way through. And if they can do that, I think it'll prove maybe something to me, but more than anything else, I think that your quarterback is just kind of stale.
I agree.
If you get your quarterback kind of feeling good, this could be the feel-good story of the year because they do have the pieces, but they're a long way from me believing in it.
Travis Etienne last week, 16 carries, 143 yards.
Dude.
For you math guys, that's 8.9 yards per carry.
And they're playing a lesser defense this week.
Yeah, I think there may be some hay to be made there.
You might have me convinced.
Bears are at the Lions, and boy, this might be a trend for me. I might be on some underdogs this week. I like the Bears to keep it close again. I as you know, I hate the Bears. I think Caleb Williams sucks, but this Lions team, until they prove it to me, until they prove that the coaches, that Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn weren't a big reason for the success, I'm a non-believer. And they did not run the ball well at all last week. Mm-hmm. They did not throw the ball well at all. Now, maybe, I mean, I was hyping up Green Bay, so maybe there's something there.
They played a good one, but I'll tell you this. If they don't win or they struggle in this win, I do think there'll be some internal doubt. I do think that they're going to look around and go, why aren't we better or at least equal to last year?
Now,
and
I think the Lions win this game. I just think they're not. I don't think they're going to get margin. I think it's going to be a close game.
I will say, look out. If I'm Detroit, look out because Chicago kind of had that. But for this and but for that, we should have won a football game.
Yeah.
They got a little bit of Dallas Cowboy, the non-win-win.
The Tennessee Titans are hosting the LA Rams. Titans are 5.5-point home underdogs. Man, this is a tough one for me because first of all, I an early game, West Coast team going to the East Coast. Generally, my thought is, I want the home team here. I really liked what I saw to the Rams last week.
Yeah, I think they're going to uncork one, man.
And I think the Titans, it wasn't the same kind of bad result that but they I think that the Seahawks had, but I think they played better than what they got in the end. They hung in there with Denver. Now, I also think Denver's a little bit overrated, too. Everyone seems to love this.
I'm a little bit more hot on Denver than you are. But I do feel like they shouldn't have been that close.
No.
It shouldn't have been that close.
And a lot of drops for the Titans.
Yeah, they played okay. What the Rams did last week with I mean, literally for the first time seeing Stafford. I mean, they hadn't seen him. And what they were capable of, I think they're going to run the ball better. I think once they start running the ball better, things are going to get a little bit easier. This looks like a game that the Rams, if I was McVay, I'd be happy to be on the road. I want to take this team on the road against a bad team just to feel good about themselves. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that when we walk out of this stadium, we feel good. I'm going to score some points.
I do not understand why the Miami Dolphins are favored even at home against the New England Patriots. I like the Patriots this week. I think the Patriots win the game. I think they're going to go in there and I think they're going to put it on Miami. I think Miami's in full on circling the drain mode.
They did stumble out of the block last week. It's not like New England looked good.
No, they didn't. But I do think that this is a good defensive team, and the Dolphins let Daniel Jones put up 33 on them. 33.
I don't get the number at all. You're crazy if you don't jump on New England on this.
Yeah,
I mean, you're crazy.
I'll be riding with the Pats this weekend. 49ers are at the Saints. This is suddenly fascinating.
So it's going to be who's the starter?
Mac Jones.
But could be a quick hook and Adrian
Martinez, I guess.
Martinez
I don't know.
Is ready and waiting.
If this ends up being Adrian Martinez versus Spencer Rattler,
it's a big 8 matchup.
This is the UFL championship game. 49ers are 3.5-point favorites in New Orleans. I would love to bet the Saints here. Even I don't have the balls to do this. Like, you know me, I'll always say I want the underdog. I typically look for the underdog. I can't do it here. I just think I think so poorly of the Saints that Kyle Shanahan alone should be enough to win this game.
That's exactly what I was going to say. McVay alone's worth 4 points here. That's enough. But I will say, if I'm San Francisco, I got to look internally here. This is 3 years in a row now that I have guys dropping like flies.
Their training staff has got to be the worst in the league.
You've got to have to look at what you're doing because you guys are always hurt. And I'm
now also you carry an aged team.
Well, there is that, and that's part of the
George Kittle is old.
And
like
I think
that happens.
The Commanders are going to run into that later. But I will say, A&M for a couple years they couldn't walk out of the tunnel without pulling a hamstring, and they ended up firing their entire training staff and paying their lead trainer, whatever the guy, strength and conditioning coach, is now like the third highest paid coach on the team.
Yeah.
So I think I think the 49ers need to address this.
I do too. I don't think they will. They did address kicker. They fired their kicker after last week. Almost cost them a game. 3rd-round pick. They spent a 3rd-round pick on Jake Moody, and now he's canned. The Bills are at the Jets. The Bills are 6.5-point favorites. This could be a tricky spot for the Bills coming off that win against the Ravens. That was kind of an all-in type win. I expect them to pull off the gas a little bit, and they've got a short week. It's on the road. But that said, it's the Jets, and Josh Allen has absolutely owned the New York Jets.
I don't hold out hope for much of a game here. I really don't. I think people are giving Jets a little bit too much credit for a game against another bad team.
The last time the Bills played the Jets was Week 17 last year. The Bills won that game 40-14.
It wouldn't shock me if we saw that again. I know it's a trap game and it's the lessers, but it's still the Jets, and Buffalo hates the Jets.
I agree. I just don't know. 6.5 feels like a lot. I'm not
really.
Yeah, I'm not laying points with the Bills. I can tell you that. I don't know that I'm going to back the Jets. I'd maybe back the Jets if I got 7. But I don't want to lay it. Browns are at the Ravens. Ravens minus 11.5. I like the total in this game. I think this is going to be a higher scoring game. I think every game is going to be high scoring for the Ravens. But I think it's fair to ask some questions about the Ravens defense also after that game.
I think they're going to pound them. I think they're mad as hell. I'm going to give the ball to Derek and say, go wreak destruction.
Yeah, I mean, hell, last week, 18 carries, 170 yards. In 2 touchdowns. I think he'll have his way. But the Browns defense did a good job last week against Joe Burrow. I got to give them credit where it's due. But yeah, this is a tougher task, it seems. And like you said, the Ravens can't go 0-2.
No, and they're mad as all get out. They won that football game in their minds. They gave it to them.
No doubt. I think maybe the game of the week, Super Bowl rematch, Eagles at the Chiefs.
That was the design. It should be, even though I think Both teams kind of stumbled out of the block. Neither team, obviously, the KC didn't look very good, but
No.
so we haven't seen their best, and they might have been looking at this game. So maybe we'll get a little bit better game.
Eagles 1.5-point favorites. I went with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs can win this game. These are the games that Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes win.
So what happens if they don't?
Then we can really start talking about are they still elite? I mean, you know what? Maybe the Chiefs weren't very good last year.
Well, they weren't good to the eye test, but when you look at the record, they were incredible.
And they won every game. So it's pretty unbelievable the way they do it. But
I think
they're a statistical anomaly, certainly.
I feel like we're going to see what Kansas City is, and we're going to find out they're not what they were.
Okay.
I get the sense.
You like the Eagles this week?
I like the Eagles because I think the Eagles looked at the game that they played against the Cowboys, and they feel like we left a lot on the table, man. We forgot about our wide game. We let our quarterback kind of maybe make some runs just to feel safe when maybe he could have stood in the pocket and made a throw or two. Keep our quarterbacks or keep our wide receivers happy. The defense didn't look all that solid, and I think they got another week to kind of figure things out because they do have some new guys. I feel like Kansas City – I don't know. They looked so bad the other night. Just like they're just waiting for the playoffs. Like we can just turn it on.
Well, because historically, that's exactly what they've done. They have not lost at home since Christmas 2023.
Good grief, that is nuts.
We'll talk the rest of the NFL in a minute. Morning Huddle 94.1.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
L&S Pump Repair Machine Shop, your go-to for saltwater disposal and pump repairs, on-site service 24/7, parts on hand, and full pump packages ready to roll. Call L&S 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
Progressive's Teen Driver discount could lower the cost of insurance for your teenager and save you some money. And then you can still spend money on them. Because just when you think you have a grasp on spending, new sneakers. And then it's money for a school field trip. And of course, spending money. Oh yeah, and a new phone to replace the one they dropped in the toilet. Oh, don't remind me. So just get Progressive's Teen Driver discount. And then you can continue to spend money on them. Endlessly. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states and subject to terms and conditions.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the penthouse to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit jessehernandezlaw.com. That's jessehernandezlaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
You work hard to provide for yourself and your family, and that's why identity theft is so scary. Not only does it pose a threat to your financial well-being, everything you've worked so hard for, but it's also a danger to your family. Even children can be victims. It's not their money thieves go after, obviously, but their social security number. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Act now and save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time. The next time you're out to dinner with friends, you can order the shrimp cocktail for the table. And maybe you'll realize it only comes with 4 shrimp after you've already given away 3, but that one shrimp will be so good. And if you switch and save hundreds, you could get shrimp all the time. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for shrimp. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
When it comes to keeping your pumps running smooth, L&S Pump Repair has you covered. 24/7 on-site service for saltwater disposal and pump repairs. From Quintaplex to H-Pumps, they've got parts ready and the skills to get you back in the game fast. Need a whole new pump package? L&S builds custom skid packages too. Don't let knocking pumps or slow flow slow you down. Call L&S Pump Repair 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Heads up, a new trouble spot on 35 northbound Selma area. 35 southbound at Olympia Parkway got an accident, left lane, 10-12-minute delay already. Slow from FM 1103. On Loop 410 eastbound at Harry Wurzbach, that stall's been moved off to the shoulder. And 37 northbound 181 over to Loop 410. That's a stalled truck. It's blocking the median and part of a lane. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
Thursday night football was impressive as the Green Bay Packers took care of the Washington Commanders 27-18. The game was not as close as the final score. Friday nights means high school football right here on San Antonio Sports Star. Our game of the week features the Steel Knights and the Brandeis Broncos. It all starts at 7 with the pregame. Saturday, the 16th-ranked Aggies head into South Bend to take on number 8 Notre Dame, a game you can catch live right here. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. A lot of discussion about the Chiefs. Are the Chiefs dead? I don't think the Chiefs are dead yet, but I will say this. The people are saying Chiefs by double digits. The Chiefs won 17 football games last year between the regular season and the playoffs. Only 3 of them were by double digits. I don't think they're going to go take the Eagles to the woodshed. Like I think that if the Chiefs play grimy games, like the Chiefs are not that's why the Chiefs are so bad to bet on as a favorite, because typically they win by 2 or 3 points. That's what they do. They don't run away from you and hide. They are the best at just finding a way.
But that also means they have the smallest margin for error.
That is true.
You know, I mean, they do operate on a tightrope, so the fall won't be slow.
No, but when you've got probably the best guy in the world, you know, as your quarterback, it works out more often than it doesn't.
I pronounced Brady dead more than the Undertaker. I mean, I thought he was over more than once. So yeah, they're vampires, man. They'll be back.
They are hard to kill off. No doubt. All right, let's continue through the rest of the Week 2 NFL schedule. By the way, we'll have Coach Schottenheimer on at 8:30. So where our breaks will be a little bit off, we'll have some. We'll break here early here, and we'll do a short segment next, and then we'll have some time with Coach Schotty. So for you guys who keep me on clock, just understand that's why we're doing it.
Clock watchers.
I am curious your thoughts, Colts and the Broncos.
Come on, Colts. Let's make this season interesting, man.
Broncos are 1.5-point road favorites over the Colts. I don't know that I trust that. I think, first of all, I think that the total is 43.5. I think this is going to be an ugly, grimy type game.
Who'd the Colts beat?
The Colts beat the snot out of the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
Who'd the Broncos beat? The Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, but not nearly as fascinating and nearly as well done.
No.
I don't know. I don't know how bad Miami is.
I have a hard time laying points on the road with the
Right.
Broncos right now. I don't know that they're – I mean, I think they're really good on defense. I'm still not sold that Bo Nix is like – Bo Nix is a fine football. I don't think Bo Nix is I think he's going to be an okay quarterback. But
I'm on the verge of believing. I'll put it that way.
Like believing him –
that he is capable of, in this environment, being not – and you always fall back to the Flaccos of the world, but being a function in an offense like Drew Brees, like Flacco, and you can name your other average quarterbacks that have made it, looks like he could be that kind of guy.
Okay.
That Sean Payton has his Drew Brees, that just do what I tell you to do and we'll win Super Bowls. I'm not a believer yet, but I'm getting close.
I think Bo Nix, to me, has a lot of Jared Goff. Like, Bo Nix is a guy who – he's not going to mess.
I don't even think he's as skilled as Jared Goff.
No,
I think Jared Goff could spin it. I'm not sure
talking
Bo
about.
Nix can, but
I'm talking about when what I think their
no, I know
peak
exactly
is.
what you're saying. Yeah.
I think Jared Goff is a guy who normally won't screw it up for you, but he's rarely going to put you over the top.
And exactly, and I think that's what Sean Payton wanted. Just do what I tell you to do, man. And I'll find a defense and a run game until I do that. Just you might be asked to do a little bit extra, but until then. And once we get it, just do your job, man.
I think I'll probably be back in the Colts this weekend. Panthers are at the Cardinals. Cardinals are 6.5-point favorites at home. 6.5 feels like a lot with the Arizona Cardinals, but the Panthers looked so dreadful last week. Bryce Young just doesn't get it. He's not going to get it. He stinks. He's not going to get better. Like I said, that dude was watching the helmet race game. And then the next play throws an interception.
And getting into his coaches as he's walking off. Yeah, this doesn't look good.
No.
And I think Arizona's low-key pretty good. I'm not saying they're great, but I think they're going to beat some teams.
I think they're okay.
And I think this is the kind of game that kind of offense can exploit. It might get out of hand.
I do like Arizona, one of the few favorites I'm going to back this weekend. The last dog I like is in the last game. I think I like the Falcons to hang with the Vikings. Falcons probably should have won that game last week against the Bucs if their kicker wasn't a loser. But they had a couple big-time drops in key situations. Michael Penix played really well, and Minnesota had
what do I grade here, first or second half?
That's the big question because they looked dreadful early on. And J.J. McCarthy had an okay game, but everybody was acting like this dude won the Super Bowl. I was like, he played okay.
Pretty ridiculous comeback. I'm not going to take it away from him. I think that they beat Atlanta. I don't think they cover.
Okay.
I think it'll be relatively close because Atlanta played well enough too.
Yeah.
But Minnesota, man, you win a game like that, that lingers. That momentum from that kind of win carries for at least a week.
McCarthy, 13 of 20 for 143 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick.
And that nasty pick six that evidently righted the ship, man. It was like getting kicked in the head by a mule. He was a different dude after that.
Yeah. So, again, these are two teams that I think I'm generally kind of higher than most people on.
This is going to be it might be the most fun game. This looks like there's a lot of stuff going on in this game.
Yeah, I could see this one being fun. I think I don't know. I know it's going to be ugly, but I think the most fun game is still going to be Eagles-Chiefs.
Oh, that's the best game. No, I'm talking about there's so many unanswered questions between these two teams that, there's something weird could happen, and it wouldn't, at the beginning, be that surprising. I'm kind of interested to see this. I wish I had the ticket so I could watch it.
And John brings it up, McCarthy Penix again. That's a national championship rematch.
Yeah, we go again. And Penix didn't fare well the first time.
And by the way, you don't need the ticket to watch this because this is
it local?
Sunday Night Football.
Oh, see, they picked the right one.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Sunday Night Football. Yeah, the Eagles Chiefs is the 3:25 game,
That's
and then
game,
Falcons Vikings Sunday Night Football.
What an afternoon of football we got coming.
Oh yeah, and I think they did the right thing. There's not even the Thursday game. Like if we said pick the standalone games, like if you don't have like a big package, the games I'd want to watch, Green Bay, Washington,
Absolutely.
got that standalone. If obviously here most people are Cowboys fans, so you're going to watch the Cowboys Giants game, Chiefs Eagles. And then Sunday Night Football, yeah, I think this weekend worked out. And then you get 2 Monday night games this week. We'll talk about those. Bucks at the Texans. Currently, the Texans 2.5-point home favorites, and the Chargers are at the Raiders. Chargers 3.5-point road favorites in that one. You could argue and in fact, they were the 2 highest yardage quarterbacks last week, Geno Smith and Justin Herbert, both slanging it last week.
Yeah.
So that one, I could see some fireworks there, but we'll get into those games on Monday. All right, let's take a break. We'll talk a little college on the other side, and then we'll get in with Coach Schottenheimer at around 8:30 or 8:30-ish. It's Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Aw, 'tis the season. Where are you watching all the games and the fights this weekend? It better be Twin Peaks, because when you head over to any one of the 4 Twin Peaks around our great city, they're going to have everything you need to fill up your football and fight viewing preferences. That's the great thing about Twin Peaks. At every angle, there's a TV. I don't know how many there are. It's up in the double digits for sure. 50, maybe. All around you is all the games you need and the people to take care of you while you're there. Tonight, Friday, it's Bourbon and Brew, so get there at 5, get there early, enjoy some fine top-shelf bourbons, the very best of the local brews served up by ladies in lingerie. Yeah, that's how you start your weekend. Twin Peaks is chasing it for you, and if you're a fight fan tomorrow, where else is there to watch the fight than Twin Peaks? All 4 will have them on the screens. They're celebrating the fights the right way with all the specials all night long. And they got enough TVs where you can watch that and all your favorite football games, too. That's why I love Twin Peaks. Head over there today. Head over there all weekend. The food will be cooked when you get there, scratch made. They'll bring you icy cold drinks. They never do anything more than 29 degrees. But I'll tell you why I go. It's those scenic views.
The Fall Golf Classic is sold out, but the party's just... The Blitz with Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required.
GimmeTheVin.com's big cash giveaway. I hate games and scams. So when we had the idea to give away $25,000, I was very careful about the way it was orchestrated. Get the top of the market money and enter to be the lucky person to get $25,000. This is no joke. This is no game. This is very real. Just like GimmeTheVin.com.
No purchase necessary. For official rules, go to GimmeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf golf course in Texas.
What would you do if you had a little bit more money to do it?
I'd go to law school.
I'd open a bakery.
I'd travel to visit my grandparents I haven't seen in 10 years.
We all have things we want to do in life, and there are people who want to help you do them. So how do we best ask for that help? GoFundMe. GoFundMe is the #1 fundraising platform. 200 million people have used GoFundMe to support people doing things like furthering their education, starting a small business, or bringing people together in support of a cause. No matter what your goals are, GoFundMe helps you take an important step toward them. GoFundMe is free to set up and manage, easy to use, and designed to help you reach your goals.
The community was so supportive in helping me finally open my bakery. Now, every day I wake up and get to do what I love. And it all started with GoFundMe.
What would you do if you had the money to do it? Get started today with GoFundMe. Start your GoFundMe today at GoFundMe.com/power. That's GoFundMe.com/power. GoFundMe.com/POWER. This is a commercial message brought to you by GoFundMe with actors voicing experiences inspired by our users.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 and Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Hi. My name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job. Gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
As a scientist, I can tell you that Sundays are only 24 hours long. But with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you get every game every Sunday all in one place. That's upwards of 30 hours of NFL in one day. How can there be 30 hours in 24 hours, you ask? I have a theory. Magic. New users get NFL Sunday Ticket for 8 payments of $34.50 per month. Sign up at NFLSundayTicket.com. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games and commercial use. Terms and embargoes apply. Availability varies.
The UTSA football program turns 15 years old. Join us for our 15th season celebration as the Roadrunners play host to UIW in the Hometown Showdown this Saturday at 2:30 p.m. at the Alamo Dome. Log on to GoUTSA.com/tickets or call the UTSA ticket office at 210-458-8872 to purchase your tickets today. It's the Roadrunners hosting the Cardinals this Saturday in the Dome. Be there, because when we win, San Antonio wins.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. On game day, great prep makes all the difference. Same goes for your pizza. That's why I go with Frigidaire Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. Fresh pizzas go from dough to done in just 2 minutes.
Whether you're throwing a party or squeezing in dinner between plays, this oven delivers hot, crispy, restaurant-quality pizza right from your kitchen. Only from Frigidaire. Game-ready pizza. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, collagen packed, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The PorkRinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero college football post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday at noon. The Cowboys take on the New York Giants at home. Pregame at 11.
I like this kind of party! Woo!
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
You like that? How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Morning Huddle 94.1. AJ and Rob, the Cowboys from hell. A lot of people have been calling us. Maybe it'll catch on.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It will.
And DJ Slick Vic on the ones and twos. That's right, baby. All right, we were talking some NFL. Big week in college football, too. Listen, we'll get into the big schedule next week when we get to conference play.
We're starting to get into conference.
Dig in.
Either team's played a huge game last week or a huge game this week.
Typically, yeah. But let's check around the top 25. Oregon's at Northwestern. Oregon catching 28.5 points on the road, or laying 28.5 points on the road.
Do you think Northwestern is better, worse, or the same as Oklahoma State?
Better.
Okay. Better in that they can be within 40, maybe 50. Can they get within 50?
I heard somebody saying, this is going to be the tough time for Oregon when they've got to travel across country. And I looked up what they did last year. They went to Purdue, who stinks, by the way, but they went to Purdue and won 35-0. They went to Michigan and beat them 38-17. Oregon doesn't seem to be bothered by the travel.
Yeah, man, Lanning's got himself a team.
This is
better look out.
I don't know where I'll be on this. I may just sit this game out because 28 is a big number.
It's huge, but did you see what they did?
That was assault.
Oh,
yeah.
They ended Gundy's career. He doesn't know it yet, but he's a dead man.
Yeah, they brutalized Oklahoma State. It wouldn't shock me if they do the same, but I'll be out on this one. Clemson's at Georgia Tech. Clemson down to a 2.5-point favorite over Georgia Tech. I got some 3.5. I do like Georgia Tech.
I know you
here.
like them. What did Georgia Tech do last week? I know I like their quarterback. Haynes King's been around the block a few times, so I know that they're going to be steady, if not spectacular.
They beat Gardner-Webb 59-12.
So a little warm-up.
Without their quarterback.
No Haynes?
No Haynes in that game.
Look out. This is going to be a test. And I think that Clemson is wobbling.
Yeah.
If this could go south real fast for these guys. I just don't think it's going to happen this week. I don't know.
Oklahoma is at Temple, and they are 23.5-point favorites. And Temple's 2-0. I know Temple's not good at football. I know that the wheels are going to come off this thing. But 23.5 points when you're playing a sandwich game between Michigan and Auburn, if you were ever going to sleepwalk, this would be the place to sleepwalk, right?
I like that quarterback. There's something electric about him. There's something about him. He's got that it.
I agree. I like Mateer, but
I don't know if it's enough to cover that many points, but I know if there's a team with a quarterback that will make it happen, it's him. He could. I do think the best quarterback coming out is LSU kid. But I've only got a little taste of this material. I remember him vaguely at Washington. I paid a little bit of attention. But that game last week, I was so impressed with everything he did. I'm a believer. He alone might be enough.
Alabama hosts Wisconsin. Alabama a 21-point favorite over Wisconsin. I guess this kind of boils down to, do you think that Alabama got their head out of their ass?
It felt like it last week.
They do have a bye after this before the Georgia game, so it wouldn't shock me to see them feel like want to keep getting this confidence built up.
If I was DeBoer, I score until the gun, and I leave my starters in till the gun.
Well, this might be one of the old school. The way to bet Alabama back in the day was to bet Alabama first half because they would get their lead and then they just sit on it in the second half. You may see them do that, but. I want nothing to do with Wisconsin hanging around in this game.
I get the sense they're going to get their doors beat off.
Here's one where I think the dog can hang around. Central Michigan is at Michigan. Michigan's a 28.5-point favorite.
And no coach, right?
No coach. Right. And if you've seen Michigan's offense, Michigan shouldn't be favored by 28.5 over a high school team. Like, this is
that young quarterback. He's going to get better.
But there's no one around him. There's no one.
I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know anything about Central. I'm going to stay away from. I'm not going to touch it because I don't know what they can do. But I wasn't impressed with Michigan. I can tell you that.
To me, the total's 42.5, and they're asking Michigan to win by 29. I don't see where those. I think it's an under game.
And it's also like last week, LSU, La Tech, some of those in-state. The kids that wanted to be recruited to Michigan that didn't, they're mad.
South Alabama's at Auburn. Auburn a 24.5-point favorite. Auburn's looked pretty good so far. I might not pick on them this week. I'll probably stay away. I will pick on Louisiana Lafayette. Well, they're just called Louisiana now. Formerly still the Raging Cajuns. Formerly ULL. They're playing Missouri. They're playing Missouri. Missouri's a 27.5-point favorite. I don't know if Missouri is going to cover 27.5. What I do know is Louisiana has like 8 backups playing on offense. Their whole team is hurt. They're not going to score a point. Like they might. It's going to be rough sledding for them. So an under is probably the way to look in this one. Penn State hosts Villanova. No line on that game. Poor Villanova.
Oh, it's going to be a beating.
Oh God. Maybe Jay Wright will come coach them. That might be their best hope.
They're going to need him. They have to hit some threes.
Game of the week is Georgia at Tennessee. Georgia, a 3.5-point favorite up on Rocky Top. Kirby has historically owned.
I would say dismantled Tennessee.
Owned Tennessee, particularly Josh Heupel. I don't know if Josh Heupel's ever won against Kirby. But the other thing to note is there's usually a lot of points in these games. The total's 49.5. Generally, Georgia gets their points real early. I think Georgia's going to put it on them early on.
I think so. They were playing possum last week, I think.
I think maybe you're right. And there was weather delays and stuff like that. But I'm just going to go with history. History tells me when this was 7.5, I would have made a real good argument for Tennessee. 3.5, I can't do it.
And the kid, the freshman quarterback, or at least the transfer quarterback, game 2 in this uniform, they're feeling good about themselves. Yeah. They ain't seen Georgia before. He hadn't anyway.
Oregon State's at Texas Tech. Texas Tech is a 23.5-point favorite. They might win by 1 million. Texas Tech they are the epitome of team that is wanting to go out and hurt your feelings. 129 points through 2 games so far. I would imagine they put up a big number on Oregon State as well.
I like Joey McGuire. He's one of my favorite mid-level coaches.
What do you call him, the Big 12 mid-level?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Oh, boy.
I think there's a bigger job out there for him.
I agree with that. Yeah. I agree. Although there's a big checkbook in town
right
now. He might stick around. We'll get to some of the other games later on in the 9 o'clock hour. We'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll talk to Coach Schottenheimer as they prepare for the Giants, and then we'll finish up these college games at 9 o'clock. I got to tell you about Underdog Fantasy, guys. And if you are not playing Underdog Fantasy, I don't know how you're enjoying football all that much, because it certainly makes it a lot more enjoyable for me. Last night, I did myself some favors. I played Jaden Daniels lower, and it worked out for me. Worked out pretty well. And it's as simple as that. It really is just go. Who do you like? Do you like them to do higher or lower on yards, touchdowns, sacks, whatever it may be? And you put your picks in, and you could win tons of money, up to 5,000 times your money with as little as $1. How about that? I'm going to be on the UFC this weekend again. I really like lower on fight time in the main event. I think the main event is not going to last very long. So give me the lower in the fight time on that main event. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code ALAMO. That's ALAMO. Score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Millions of fans have won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog. Make picks. Win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working accidents at 35 southbound Olympia Parkway, left lane. That's a 10-12 minute delay, slow from FM 1103. On 1604 northbound at Highway 90, we've got a wreck blocking the intersection. Loop 410 eastbound Harry Wurzbach, that stall now off to the left shoulder. And on 37 northbound between 181 to 410 stalled, a box truck blocking the median and part of a lane. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. That's ziprecruiter.com/radio. ziprecruiter.com/radio.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted law firm for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us today. Jose, tell us about the cases you all specialize in.
We do ride-sharing cases, we do 18-wheeler cases, work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Morning Huddle 94.1. Nobody touches us at all. Morning Huddle 94.1. AJ and Rob getting you through on a Friday. We'll talk to head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Coach Shoddy, coming up here in just a quick moment. As soon as he gets done with those losers in Dallas, they always
get proximity. They get first.
They always get first call. So stupid. Whatever. We get our turn. I guess that's all that matters.
They're our opening act.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it. And I'm sure Coach Schottenheimer is much more looking forward to our conversation
far better
anyway.
Questions.
So we'll talk to him momentarily. First, let me give away tickets to the San Antonio Beer Fest. October 18th. It's at Civic Park at Hemisphere. I got 2 tickets for you. Let's go caller number 3. Okay. Caller number 3 will get 2 tickets to the SA Beer Fest, October 18th, Civic Park.
Hello, Coach.
Nope, you're on the air, Vic. I can hear you on the air. Oh, boy.
Which, that's a good sign.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's a good sign.
That is a good sign. Yeah. It is a good sign. So caller number 3, you'll win tickets to the SA Beer Fest. We locked in there, Vic?
Not yet.
Oh, boy.
We are on hold.
Vic's struggling lately with the phones. He's been blowing it. Who'd he blow? He blew it with Elko the other day. That's right.
I think we're just waiting for him to switch from one conversation to the other.
Oh. Well, the phones are lighting up because they want to win those beer tickets. So Edwin needs to go answer the beer phone, and then we'll get Coach Schottenheimer on the bat line, on the red phone, the Iron Man phone. But Cowboys get some home cooking hopefully this weekend as they head back and get to play in front of what I think should be a friendly home fan base, right?
Yeah, it will be. I don't think the Cowboy fans sell their tickets this early, especially against a Giants team that they have beaten 13 consecutive times with this starting quarterback.
13 times.
You know, as I'm looking at some of those deeper numbers that come out on Wednesdays from Pro Football Focus and the like, I'm looking at some of the things that you take away as impressive. When you get deep into the numbers, the Cowboys finished in top 10 in rush efficiency and running the ball.
Yeah.
It's been such a long time since you had a facet of the game like this that you could rely on. And I know it's a small sample size, and I know they did it without Jalen Carter, but it was a matter of running the ball effectively on first and second down. And when you look at the numbers, they were far more successful than even I thought. And I was pretty impressed.
Now, it's funny because there a lot of people were complaining about the run game, and Javonte Williams, who had 2 touchdowns, not super efficient, like on a per carry basis. But the guy that they were mad about was Miles Sanders, who fumbled, but also broke off a 50-yard run. So there's, I mean, you got to take the good with the bad sometimes.
Their efficiency, they were 6th in the NFL, the defensive value above expectation, their DVOA, 25% grade. They're right in the thick of it. Passing at 16th in the NFL. But even though the numbers look good, I think what hurt Dak was no touchdowns, but had a couple of drops in there. But as far as efficiency, he was about, that's Dak. Incompletions, no interceptions. It was just one of those very Dak-esque games where even more dialed in than usual, and he was actually let down by some receivers. So when you get into the numbers offensively, I mean, it felt good, but it actually looks good too. I mean, they did the right things at the right time. It's just that rain delay, I think, just ended the game.
He was about middle of the pack in QBR last week, a 58.3, put him 18th in the league.
And I think a touchdown in there would have vaulted because I don't think – as far as accuracy and movement, that Dak can play much better. I mean, he was really in the right places at the right times.
No, I thought that he had overall a pretty good game. He wasn't one of the guys that I was really holding at fault for this thing. You're right. There could have been some I would like to see some more big plays, but
2 of them would have happened if his receiver, if his all-pro, super high-paid receiver would have caught just 2 of the 3.
Well, that's one of the things I want to ask Coach about is – on film, what did they say about CD's game? Because CD, up until those drops, was the best player on the Cowboys.
Yep.
He really was their best player on offense. He was dominating that football game until he wasn't, and that's what I'm curious to hear his thoughts on. So again, we're waiting on Coach Shoddy to call in, and we'll see how he feels heading into this week. I'm guessing. I know last week he was a little happier to talk to us than Coach McCarthy was generally, so I'll take that.
Yeah, well, it's early in the season yet.
That's right.
We haven't made it to
All right, well, let's go to the Buyers Barricade guest line and bring him in. He is the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Coach Brian Schottenheimer joins us. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing great, guys. Happy Friday, man.
Happy Friday.
Yes.
That's what we say around here, Bubba. Well, and I know it's almost working time for you, or I guess – I don't know. When I used to fight, I used to say that the work was all in the training camp, and then fight night was like when you got to have fun. Is that how you feel about football games, or is there too much stress to have fun during a football game?
No, man, you nailed it, man. If you can't have fun playing and coaching this game, man, you are in the wrong damn business. It's exactly what you said. You work your butt off during the week, man, and you put all the preparation in. We've got some things we got to do. Today's kind of our last full-speed practice that we'll do. Tomorrow we'll do kind of a little walkthrough and tighten up some things from a situational standpoint, a little bit of review and stuff like that. And then, man, Sunday at 12 noon, man, that's why we do this, man, to go out there in front of the home fans at AT&T and the season opener in our house. And shoot, if you can't have fun doing that, like I said, man, you need to check your heart rate.
Well, you have to set your alarm a little earlier than normal on a Sunday. That noon kickoff, we don't get to see that very often. Do you like the early game?
We'll play them anytime, anywhere, man. The best thing about the noon game, the best part about the noon game is when you come away with a win, you actually get to spend a little bit of time, unwind with your family afterwards, and celebrate the win. So, again, you're right. We don't get very many of them, so we look forward to them.
This is the NFL. There are no moral victories. but you had to at least feel good about the way your team competed against the defending Super Bowl champions in their building. I thought there was a lot of positives to take away in defeat. Did you kind of have the same feeling? Was the plane ride home a bunch of sad heads, or was it saying, okay, maybe we can compete with the best teams in the world?
No, I mean, you nailed it. I mean, we were not happy. We were not pleased. I mean, this is a league that's all about winning. That's what our goal is. Our goal is to win a world championship, and to do that, you have to win games. And but I'll say this: anytime you play a game or you have a practice, it's never as good or as bad as you think. And there's always going to be things that you look at and you say, hey, you know what? We did have incredible discipline in that game, and we did go on the road and have one pre-snap penalty in a tough environment, loud environment on opening night, and we did play really physical, on both sides of the line of scrimmage, and so you're always doing that. But at the end of the day, again, we're going to be judged on winning and losing, and like you said, there's no moral victories, and but what you're guaranteed in this business is if you do it that way, the process for us always stays the same. We get in, we look at the film, and then we have a thing we call GBH, guys, which is, okay, what do we do good? What can we do better? And then the things that we're going to do better, how do we go about and do that? And I really feel that's important in this business where it's so competitive, and every week, you're going to get somebody's best effort because there's so much parity in the league that the process always needs to be the same. And that's the way we approach last week's game, and how we'll approach this week's game, and how we'll approach Thanksgiving game. And I really do believe that that's an important thing of leading your football team is, hey, let's have the process always stay the same whether you win or lose.
Well, looking at the process, it was effective on both sides of your lines. The defense is generating 40% pressure on dropbacks. Your line pass block win rate was high. I think when we look back at the game, the things that we were hoping or expecting to be a bit of a problem weren't. Tell me about the success of both of your lines.
Well, I think, you saw our ability to come out early in the game. Philly they won the coin toss, they deferred, and I was just really proud of our guys of the execution. The very first play was, a 7-8 yard run, which you saw us come off the ball. We were physical, had a chance to be even more explosive. I thought really, same thing. We generated excellent pass rush. I mean, the coverage aspect was great. I mean, unfortunately, we just let, Jalen get out of the pocket a few times, and he punished us for doing that. But I mean, everything you're saying is right. Our guys are going to attack. We always want to play on the attack. We want to be multiple. And again, I will say this, I believe this. After winning the turnover battle, which we didn't, we had the one turnover in the red zone, which hurt us. We want to own the line of scrimmage. And I felt like for the most part, that night we did that. Now, this week, another tremendous challenge because you got the Giants coming in here, and obviously their front seven on defense is incredible. They got a great running back in Tracy, and then of course the quarterback. I know him well. He's got the ability to move around and make plays. So another challenge, just like we expect in the NFL. Each week there's a new challenge that we look forward to.
Coach, what was the film session like with CeeDee Lamb after that game? Because it felt like for 3.5 quarters, CeeDee Lamb was the best player on your team. And I think CeeDee himself would admit that he had a rough end to that thing. How did you grade CeeDee overall for the football game?
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, CeeDee's an incredible player. And, again, we did not lose this game because of CeeDee Lamb. We lost this game as a football team. That's always going to be the case. But here's what I love about CeeDee, guys. You don't have to say much to CeeDee. We showed some of the drops, just like we showed some of the missed passes and missed tackles and losing contain. And that's not to call anybody out. That's just we're willing to have hard conversations and say, hey, in order for us to win, we have to do X, Y, Z a little bit better. But I mean, let's be honest. You talk about a guy we got back at 5:30 in the morning after the lightning delay, and everybody was moving a little slow, and we were in here watching the film, and you look down at 1:30 in the afternoon, and there's a guy out there on the jugs machine, and it's not a practice squad receiver. It's your star receiver named CeeDee Lamb. And what a lot of people don't know is Sunday morning at 9:30, there's a guy out here on the practice field by himself running routes. And again, that's not a backup linebacker. It's CeeDee Lamb. So if there's anything I take from this is, we've got not only an incredible football player in CeeDee Lamb, but man, what a competitor. And we're all about that, man. We're all about our competitive spirit and love for one another. And again, I think CeeDee's going to have a great game this week.
Hey, Coach, thoughts on Deron Bland? Last we saw him, he was in a boot.
Yeah, again, it's one of those deals. It kind of happened in really a non-contact thing. I think he's excited to get back as quick as he can. And at the end of the day, the thing that Deron gives you guys is he's just got great versatility, and so his ability to play the corner and then be inside at the nickel. Does it tax you a little bit? Yeah, a little bit. But at the same time, the one thing I love about Matt Eberflus in my process of going through this and putting together the staff was his ability to move pieces around and to adjust. And I think we saw, he and the defensive staff's ability to adjust. I thought they made some great adjustments coming out of the Lightning delay back in Philadelphia. And again, there's not many Deron Blands in the game that have that versatility to play inside and outside. But again, we've got a good plan for it without giving away any secrets. And again, we're just hoping that Deron makes it back sooner rather than later.
Coach, you said you are pretty familiar with the Giants quarterback, Russell Wilson, having coached him for a while up there in Seattle. He was the 30th graded quarterback in the league last week. When you watch the film of what Russ did last week, does this look like Russ just trying to fit into a new system, or are you seeing Russ's game? Father Time, we know, catches up with everybody. Are you seeing a diminished version of Russ, or are you planning for the Russell Wilson that was up there winning Super Bowls?
Hey, listen, I will never bet against Russ. I've seen him too many times do too many incredible things. He is the ultimate competitor. When I watched the film, guys, I truly thought of this. I really did. It's funny you guys asked that. How damn hard it is to play quarterback in the National Football League. There are so many things that you can control, but there's so many things that you can't control, whether it's the pass rush, whether it's receiver routes, it's incredibly difficult. I think it's truly the hardest position in all of professional sports to play. I was just reminded about it. But again, each week is new, and I do know this about Russell Wilson. He's not focused on last week. He's got his entire focus on coming in here, playing well, and trying to beat the Dallas Cowboys in their home opener.
Did you at least pay some attention to some Jackson Dart film just in case?
Oh, yeah, you have to. And, again, we expect we'll see him a little bit, and that was something they had talked about last week. And, again, I was actually at Jackson's Pro Day, man, and, again, I know he played really, really well in the preseason. But, you have to prepare for that. That's a big part of what we do. And, again, you don't overdo it, but you also know that there's going to be a fingerprint when Russ plays. Hey, they're going to probably do X, Y, and Z. And then if Jackson comes in, they're going to want to do X, Y, and Z. But let's be honest, guys. Again, they're going to want to come in here and run the ball with Tracy and Malik Neighbors. What a super stud receiver they have there. And again, the ball is going to get spread around between the runner and Malik Neighbors, and it doesn't really matter to us who the quarterback is. We just got to play well, win the line of scrimmage, and hopefully, the big thing for us is, hey, let's go create those turnovers that we've been talking about and preaching about. They come in bunches, and hopefully we can have some game-changing turnovers created by our defense this week.
You've talked a lot about being a physical team, and you guys ran the ball pretty well last week. Javonte, I thought, had some really good runs early on. Miles Sanders had a huge run. Of course, all the fans will talk about is the fumble, and but I think it is important. Remember, he had a big breakaway run. How do you feel about your running back room right now? And is there a chance that Jadon Blue works his way into it this week?
Yeah, again, we got another opportunity today to go out and compete, and we'll see how all those guys do. But I will say this. I'm going to talk about the guys that really both played. Javonte, the guy just plays the game with the right style. He's aggressive. He runs physical. He's a punishing runner. But he also plays physical away from the ball, man. There was a pass protection early, I think third quarter, where our guard Booker was singled up on a three technique, and the guy tried to loop around, and Javonte caught him. Right on the ribs, man. It was beautiful, and the guy went flying through the air. It was so cool to see. And then, hey, look, Miles is a damn good runner too, and no different than CeeDee Lamb. We didn't lose this game because we fumbled against down in the red zone. We didn't. Miles had a huge run, and again, it's one of those situations where, again, Dak made an incredible tackle, but again, it doesn't change how we view him, and no one's more upset about it than Miles. But Jaden has had a good week of practice, and We'll kind of see how that goes. But when you're dealing with a competitive roster, which we have in a competitive room, the biggest thing for us is consistency. And if you're consistent, you got a chance to be active. But what we always want, guys, is tough decisions going into the weekend about who we're going to activate and who's going to be inactive.
Jadeveon Clowney came and paid a little lunch visit to you guys. Are you guys actively looking for a defensive line, or was this an opportunity and a dude that might be looking around?
Well, I mean, here's a guy that, again, I have some experience with going back to Seattle. Like I think I've said, very clearly, Will McClay and his staff, the pro personnel guys, they do an incredible job, 24/7, 365. So we're always kicking the tires. But I have some history with Jadeveon, and it was great to bring him in and talk to him and see him, and just kind of it's cool for me because his kids are getting older and bigger than when we were together in Seattle. And again, I say it this way, man, you never know where these things go, but we want to just bring him in here, see what where his mind was at, and we're always going to be looking to add pieces throughout, because it's going to take really all 69 guys that we've got on the roster to go where we want to go, which is to win a Super Bowl.
Coach, I thought you did a brilliant job last week of game planning Jalen Carter out of things for the Eagles. Do you have any methods that you can get Brian Burns or Abdul Carter or one of these guys to maybe throw a punch pregame? Is that do you have any tricks up your sleeve for that?
Well, I want Dak. I want Dak to kind of be spitting a lot early pregame, and just spitting all the kinds of directions. Spit at me, spit at different people, and just see. But yeah, I do think that it was one of those deals where you got a game plan. You're like, oh my gosh, one of the best players in football just has been removed. And again, I will say this too, though, but I do hate to see it, because again, you want to compete against the best, and that's what we want. But man, what a great front seven the Giants are bringing in here, and again, it's going to be a tremendous challenge for us, but one that our guys are looking forward to. And our offensive line specifically, man, they've got the right makeup. I love the mindset of those guys.
That's Coach Brian Schottenheimer joining us here. Coach, we appreciate the time. Best of luck this week. I know it's important for you guys to get one on the board. You got a good chance here against the Giants. 13 straight wins for Dak. Have you heard that stat? 13 straight wins against the Giants. I bet it's the first time you're hearing that.
No, I've actually heard that one before.
Oh, I can't believe it.
It's great. It's great things for you guys to talk about. But again, this is a different team, and they're a different team, and that's what makes our game so beautiful.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck this weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
There you go. That is head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. He and all our guests join us via the Buyers Barricade guest line. Buyers Barricades provides traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond, online at buyersbarricades.com. We have another sponsor for that, don't we?
For
Coach Shoddy.
Oh, AA Best Bail Bonds.
AA Best Bail Bonds. Yes. I don't know why I didn't think to say that earlier. I wanted to make sure. It's not written down here for me. But, AA Best Bail Bonds, of course, is who brings you Brian Schottenheimer.
Coaches to you guys for decades.
Every damn week. That's our guys over at AA Best Bail Bonds. He'll bail you out the way that hopefully Jalen Carter bailed out the Cowboys last week a little bit.
Hot
That's right. Just spit on that thing. All right. There you go. It feels like his spirit's not broken, certainly.
You walk away from a loss, and then you start digging into the numbers, and it's very funny. When you read one, depending on the eye of the beholder, Dak had an incredibly efficient Dak Prescott football game, but he didn't throw a touchdown, so you could quantify that as a lousy game. But when you look inside the numbers, he was efficient and impressive. You look at the Cowboys running game, it didn't muster a lot of yards, but their win rate was solid, and their above evaluation was high. So they were moderately successful in just about everything except the scoreboard. And you want to take the best from it, but at the same time, you were moderately successful in everything, and you still lost.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the perspective of how you came into the game. I was just pleasantly surprised with all of it. I thought they went into the Lions' den against the world champs who had blood in their eyes, and you calmed them down, and you played an effective half of football, and the rain kind of slowed the momentum down, so you got kind of a partial high B in my mind. This week is one where you should roll out and be excited about what you did and beat a bad football team.
Listen, man, I'm certainly the first one to be willing to jump on the Cowboys if I think they're playing like losers. I don't think they played like losers last week. They lost the game, but I don't think they played like losers.
Now, there's some things that I'm worried about, and you look at like Kair Elam probably going to get a lot of reps without Deron Bland, and he was a professional victim last week. So there's some things to be concerned about that it'll be a little bit easier for whatever quarterback is playing for the Giants.
Kair Elam has a history of being a professional victim.
Well, he did not give up an incompletion. 5 targets, 5 catches.
Yeah. So I'm curious. Well, hell, there weren't even really many targets to the outside last week. There's going to be a lot more this week, certainly. Mostly because the Giants don't have a quarterback who's going to take off and run on you. So it's going to be a more traditional looking offense.
And they generated some pressure on Hurts to their detriment because they flushed him and he picked up all those yards. I don't think they're going to flush Russell.
No.
I think the sacks are probably a little bit more imminent. And as every coach will tell you, and certainly Shoddy emphasized it, turnovers. Let's get a couple of them. I think that the rush win rate and a little bit of risk-taking on a slower or less accurate quarterback might be the benefit of that.
I kind of regret not asking him about Kevontae Turpin because, again, I feel like this guy's such a weapon with these new kickoff rules that they're like trying to force you to kick the ball to them.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy is just such a weapon. And we saw it at the end of the half. What did I say? I said they have the 2 best special teams weapons in football with Turpin and Aubrey, and all it took, long return, long kick, and you got 3 points that you probably should have never in the past you never would have had a chance to get. That guy, I'd like to see them put the hands in Kevontae Turpin's, or put the ball in Kevontae Turpin's hands more often.
75% of the kicks last week were returned. It's the most in a decade.
That's awesome when you have a guy who's a high-level kick returner.
We'll see more touchdowns as this year goes on.
Estrada says AJ's becoming a Cowboy believer. All right.
It's early. We're all believers in September.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd put myself in that grouping just yet. All right, we got 1 hour left to go, friends. College football call coming up next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Thomas J. Henry Injury Attorneys, available 24/7.
Since 1993, Thomas J. Henry dedicated himself to building a firm that injured clients can trust and respect. A firm backed by a track record of success and a commitment to our clients. If you've been injured, trust Thomas J. Henry. San Antonio, Texas.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code LOCAL to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code LOCAL for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code LOCAL for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time. The next time you're out to dinner with friends, you can order the shrimp cocktail for the table. And maybe you'll realize it only comes with 4 shrimp after you've already given away 3, but that one shrimp will be so good. And if you switch and save hundreds, you could get shrimp all the time. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for shrimp. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos
Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
What would you do if you had a little bit more money to do it?
I'd go to law school.
I'd open a bakery.
I'd travel to visit my grandparents I haven't seen in 10 years.
We all have things we want to do in life, and there are people who want to help you do them. So how do we best ask for that help? GoFundMe. GoFundMe is the #1 fundraising platform. 200 million people have used GoFundMe to support people doing things like furthering their education, starting a small business, or bringing people together in support of a cause. No matter what your goals are, GoFundMe helps you take an important step toward them. GoFundMe is free to set up and manage, easy to use, and designed to help you reach your goals.
The community was so supportive in helping me finally open my bakery. Now, every day I wake up and get to do what I love. And it all started with GoFundMe.
What would you do if you had the money to do it? Get started today with GoFundMe. Start your GoFundMe today at GoFundMe.com/power. That's GoFundMe.com/power. GoFundMe.com/POWER. This is a commercial message brought to you by GoFundMe with actors voicing experiences inspired by our users.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time. The next time you're out to dinner with friends, you can order the shrimp cocktail for the table. And maybe you'll realize it only comes with 4 shrimp after you've already given away 3, but that one shrimp will be so good. And if you switch and save hundreds, you could get shrimp all the time. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For shrimp. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Hey, it's Rob Thompson here for Prize Picks. Let me tell you something. It is so good to be right. In Prize Picks, there's no better way to prove your knowledge than to play Prize Picks. And Dallas Cowboy fans, you know every game counts, so don't miss a moment of the action this season on Prize Picks. Make your picks on your favorite Cowboys every week and ride with the boys all season long. You got all kinds of play, all kinds of ways to go. Right now, Prize Picks is offering $50 in lineups. That's money you can play with. Use it and prove how good you are. Prize Picks. There's only one place to go. All you need to know is more or less. You can pick your players, you can pick your game, but we got the place for you. It's Prize Picks. And remember the code ALAMO. Alamo's the one you need. If you put that in there, use the code ALAMO for your $50 free play. That's $50 when you use the term ALAMO. You know the game. Go play it in the right place. That's Prize Picks. It's so good to be right, and you're always right when you head to Prize Picks. Go get it today. Download the app, use the code ALAMO, and you can come by and thank me later.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working accidents at 35 southbound Olympia Parkway, left lane. That's a 10-12 minute delay, slow from FM 1103. On 1604 northbound at Highway 90, we've got a wreck blocking the intersection. Loop 410 eastbound Harry Wurzbach, that stall now onto the left shoulder. And on 37 northbound between 181 to 410 stalled box truck blocking the median and part of a lane. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
Thursday night football was impressive as the Green Bay Packers took care of the Washington Commanders 27-18. The game was not as close as the final score. Friday nights means high school football right here on San Antonio Sports Star. Our game of the week features the Steel Knights and the Brandeis Broncos. It all starts at 7 with the pregame. Saturday, the 16th-ranked Aggies head into South Bend to take on number 8 Notre Dame. A game you can catch live right here. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. 9:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Welcome in. If you're just joining us, you missed out on Brian Schottenheimer. AA Best Bail Bonds brought us his interview. You can hear it on the YouTube channel or on the podcast, of course. We'll have that up for you.
I like Coach.
I do too. He's a likable guy.
He's a fan.
He's an easy guy to talk to.
He's a fan. And the juxtaposition between him and McCarthy. I heard McCarthy this morning coming in. They were asking him about the Cowboy game and what he thought of and I just heard a cut about him talking about Dak. And of course he was very positive about him. But it's a very different approach, the way that McCarthy talked about certain things and the way that you can tell that Schotty is a football fan.
Right.
He loves the game, and obviously every coach does too, but he's still he's not jaded yet, I think is the real answer, that it's still just week 2 of the season, and it's, he's excited about going out and coaching against these great players, and he's not over that yet.
Well, maybe it's like being the president, like how everybody they age so rapidly.
It will. It beats every coach down. It just does, and he's still not beaten down yet.
Yeah, he's still bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Hey, I can't wait to go play against a guy like Malik Neighbors. Let me tell you, in about 3 years, you're going to go,
fun.
Are you kidding me? I got to play another receiver like that?
Yeah, it ain't fun playing those guys. All right, let's burn through some college games real quick. We started to do that a little bit earlier in the show and got rudely interrupted by Coach Schottenheimer. Iowa State gets back into action. They're at Arkansas State. Arkansas State, a 21.5-point favorite. Iowa State, 21.5. Or excuse me, Iowa State, a 21.5-point favorite on the road. I think there's real questions to be asked about Iowa State.
Yeah.
First of all, Kansas State's not good. So that Kansas State win is not aging well. And then they beat the hell out of South Dakota. Well, and then South Dakota turned around and lost to Lamar.
I know nothing of Iowa State other than you're going to have to prove to yourself that you can contend here, because I don't know what you are.
I'm not looking to lay 21.5 points with a team like this Iowa State. I don't think they're very good. Not one of the ones I'm looking to get into this weekend. Texas hosts UTEP. We talked about them. 40.5-point favorites are the Longhorns. That is a huge number. But this is their time to
I get the sense they're going to cover.
It wouldn't shock me.
I'm not going to risk the biscuit, but I do like it.
Miami plays South Florida. Miami, a 17.5-point favorite in a battle of top 25 teams. I have a feeling that Florida losing to South Florida may have been enough to let Miami know, hey, we can't mess around here.
I think that's enough.
And I think Miami is I'm starting to maybe be convinced that Miami is like legitimately good. And they got a chance to make a statement here. What I do know about South Florida is South Florida is not the kind of team that tries to cover as an underdog. They try to win. And Golish is like, I want to go get it. Mm-hmm. And that means sometimes it means playing too fast. And when you're the lesser team, playing fast can get you blown out. So, and I think he's like, well, if I get blown out, I get blown out. But I'm trying to win this game, so I'm going to do whatever I can. I think it may lead to him getting blown out this weekend by Miami. So
the Miami quarterback can play.
Oh, yeah.
They legitimately have no concerns about offense. They can just step into exactly what Cam really was doing. Man. They just moved the football.
Yep. Ohio, the University of Ohio, who almost beat Rutgers in week 1 at Rutgers, lost by 3 there, and then did beat West Virginia last week. Now they play Ohio State, 3 Power 4 conference teams in a row. They are 30.5-point favorites. I will say the Ohio quarterback is a kid named Parker Navarro. He's been fantastic. He's a senior. He's probably not going to go out there and blow it.
But
it's a hell of a task.
Yeah, that's a lot, especially given how good Ohio State looked last week.
Well, I mean, we're playing Grambling.
I know, but did they have a single negative play? I mean, I don't think the ball hit the ground. It was a crisp practice against a D1 football. Not a great one, but I mean, this is a team who knows who they are.
Yeah. Western Michigan plays at Illinois. Illinois, a 27.5-point favorite. I don't have much feel. I think Illinois being the 9th-rated team in the country, I think is nonsensical, but I don't have a feel
beating
for them.
Duke there is not as big a deal as
no. Arkansas is at Ole Miss. Ole Miss, a 6.5-point favorite here. Arkansas might be live this weekend. I don't know. That 6.5 feels. I would have rather gotten it on the other side of 7, but 6.5 doesn't feel unattainable for Pig, who seems like they're playing a little bit better than I thought they were.
They've got talent at the skill positions.
Yeah, they've beat up on a couple nobodies, but we'll find out. Florida at LSU. LSU a 7.5-point favorite. I've made my decision.
You have. You're in on Florida. I appreciate it.
I'm back in Florida this weekend. I'm putting real
What's the number
American
you at
doll
now?
hairs on them. 7.5 points.
I got him at 9.5. It's getting bigger.
No. I'm guessing. Where are you looking?
I'm looking at a pick'em page.
That's probably a frozen line.
It is.
This is like the
yeah.
So
this is the line as of last week, I guess. But
so I'd love getting Florida at 9.5.
Yeah, that's huge. I feel like this is such a trap for Florida because LSU has something to prove, but they also, I think, realize they're good enough to win the SEC. That they have enough. Now, I'm not saying they're gonna, because Georgia and there's other stuff, but I think they can. And Florida has every reason in the world to doubt everything about themselves. Their coach is a 500 coach after 40 games. Everybody in the world doubts them, and they're going into literally the worst place in the world to play after you get your ass handed to you.
It is a tough night game. That's a tough game
It
for
could
sure.
go south so fast for them. And if they keep it competitive, it will be a testament to Napier's ability to keep his kids focused and looking forward, because this team has every excuse just to fall apart.
The Fighting Aggies at Texas A&M are at Notre Dame. I think one of the bigger games of the week, and low-key a really important game for both teams, because Notre Dame...
More for Notre Dame.
This is the last big game on their schedule, at least as it's currently constituted. Like, I mean, maybe we'll see USC become better as time goes on, but right now, Notre Dame's 0-1, lost to Miami. This is the only other ranked team on their schedule as of today. If they're looking to get into the tournament, they got to get some good wins. They'll have no room for error if they lose this game. Let's say that.
And A&M, as much as you want to go beat Notre Dame on the road, which is two things that they haven't been able to do, road and down Notre Dame, there's still a safety net with them. A&M can go ahead and lose this game and have a hell of a conference season and still get into the playoff. But there's no way, I believe, if they lose or lose bad to A&M, the things that Notre Dame would have to do to make up for that over the next couple of months to get themselves back in a position, it's too much to ask. They have to win this game.
The problem for A&M, though, is, and why I think it's a big game for them, if they lose this game, now you basically have to, you can only afford to lose 2 games in conference. And
again, you got expectations versus understandable expectations. The A&M, they have no pretense as to undefeated or,
right.
But 2 losses in conference, I think A&M would walk away pretty happy. And Notre Dame, if it's the 3rd loss, it's not the end of the world, because they know if you just win in your conference, the playoff is still available to you. And I don't like that safety net.
But if that's the 4th loss,
then that's
probably
8-4. Let's be realistic. But this is a game, I will say, that Notre Dame is less talented than they have been in the past, and A&M, man for man, is equal talent with Notre Dame. And, if you'd asked me that 2 years ago, I wouldn't have thought that was possible. So maybe there's a shot.
I like the over. I think
there's going to be a lot of offense.
I think we see Jeremiah Love unleashed.
If that happens, the A&M has no prayer.
And I think Texas A&M, I've liked what I've seen of their offense, not so much of their defense. So I think this one gets up into the high 50s.
Easy.
Vandy's at South Carolina. South Carolina, 3.5-point favorite. Give me the dogs. Give me Vanderbilt on the road. I don't think South Carolina's that good.
That quarterback is.
I don't. He's another one of these guys. He was supposed to be really good coming into the season. He hasn't looked that good. South Carolina really struggled against Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech played Vandy last week. Vandy dog walked them in their building. I was watching last week. I watched some of the highlights of Sellers against this South Carolina State team, which, by the way, this was not like a blowout, dominant victory for South Carolina. Sellers was just a guy.
Yeah, he had a hell of a 4th quarter. I mean, he's a guy that is electric enough to change a game. I've witnessed it.
All I know is Vandy, that Diego Pavia, if he's an underdog, I want to back him. That dude just finds a way to win games.
He is.
Finally, Utah's at Wyoming. Utah, a 23.5-point road favorite. I don't bet big Utah spreads away from home. I think Utah is one of the most home-dependent teams in the country. But
they play solid defense, and that quarterback's electric.
I like what I've seen from them so far. It's probably a stay away from me on that. We do have some big fights this weekend, man. Some huge fights. Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford is probably the headliner nationwide. This is a fantastic fight. Terrence Crawford never lost.
Come on, Crawford.
But Canelo, a lot bigger. You're talking about a guy jumping not just a weight class, jumping 2 weight classes, but 41-0. Crawford's won titles in 4 weight classes. And if he beats Canelo, will become the first fighter to unify all 4 major belts in 3 divisions. First time in history that would have happened.
I wish this was a year ago, 2 years ago.
You know what? I'll be Mr. Bold here. Give me Terrence Crawford by decision.
By decision?
I think Terrence Crawford wins. He ain't knocking out Canelo.
No, he's not going to knock him out, but he's going to have to move so long. Those old legs are going to have to move for a long time because he has given up so much strength. Canelo tags him. It could be, one punch and done. I just feel like this is one of those fights that if it had happened a couple years ago, it'd be one that you'll never forget.
I just feel like this is, when he fought Floyd, he just kind of bit down on his mouthpiece and didn't care about getting hit.
You can't hit me. You can't hurt me. And that's the fear I think Canelo's going to – you're not going to hurt me, man. I can wade in face first. You're not going to knock me out, so I'll just wait for my moment.
I don't know. I just think he is such a smart fighter. To me, he is about the best one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world.
Yes, and quick and all that, but he's old.
It boils down to, does size really matter? So I'm
my
going to say –
wife says no.
Well, you know what? I'm with your wife on this one. So give me Terrence Crawford by decision.
Man, that would make for a hell of a rematch.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So I'll root for it.
And there'll be the crowd in Vegas will be
they're going to be burning couches in the street if Canelo goes down.
Dude, I've been up to these Canelo fights for Diaz y Seis. Like I've probably seen Canelo fight in Vegas on this weekend 5 or 6 times, and it's Mexico. It becomes Mexico.
We were there last year for it, and it is Diaz y Seis in every sense.
Yep. I will also, the main event here in San Antonio at UFC Noche is a pretty interesting fight. It's I don't want to say it's a featherweight title eliminator, but whoever wins likely has the next shot at Alex Volkanovski for the featherweight title. Diego Lopez, who just lost to Volkanovski, is in it against John Silva, who has been an absolute wrecking ball since he's gotten to the UFC. I don't have a great feel for who's going to win, but I do think it goes under 3.5 rounds. You can get that at around -140. John Silva has finished every fight that he's had in the UFC. He is a guy who's kill or be killed. I'm going in there and I'm going to throw, and whatever happens, happens. And more often than not, what's happened is somebody's gone to sleep. So I'm going to predict that happens again. They're scheduled for 5 rounds. John Silva's never even been to a 3rd round, so I expect that they try to end this thing early. Both guys try to end this thing early, in fact. Or if Lopez doesn't try to end it early, he's trying to take advantage of a mistake that Silva makes early. So give me under 3.5 rounds on that one. So, but yeah, Rob and I will be at the UFC tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Down at the Frost Center. We'll probably have pretty good seats. You might see us on TV. We'll see. Rob might wear his cowboy hat.
I'll wear a hat so you can.
You gonna wear your cowboy hat?
I'm gonna wear the Cam Newton hat.
Your pilgrim hat.
My pilgrim.
I can't wait.
My gunfighter pilgrim hat.
I can't wait to see you in that. Oh, it looks so good.
I'm a hat person.
I hope you're sitting right next to me.
Yeah, I hope or sit behind me. You won't see.
I won't be able to see what's going on. All right, let's do this. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll look at what's going on in the world outside of sports. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing tonight, though. I'm going to be popping open a Carbach. We got some college football matchups tonight. Not good ones, but they're the kind that you can drink beer to. I'll tell you that. You want to watch UCLA New Mexico? No. Do you want to drink beer and watch UCLA New Mexico? Yeah, probably so. And like I told Rob, I got some new Carb Oktoberfest in my fridge, ready to go tonight, baby. And they got something for everybody in their lineup, from their Love Street, which is their best seller. That's their Kolsch-style blonde ale. Very smooth, very crisp, to their Hopadillo, which is a punch-you-in-the-face IPA, super old school West Coast. That's their flagship IPA, and everything in between, whether you like Crawford Bock, Ziegenbach. If you want to go outside the box, they've got their ranch water. There's just something for everybody in their lineup. And like I said, they are all over town. So if you're staying home, great. Stop by your local grocery store, your local liquor store, grab yourself some. But if you're going out, chances are good wherever you're going is going to have some Carbach on tap. So when you're out and about watching the football this weekend, do it with a Carbach.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a trouble spot at 35 southbound. That connector to Loop 410, northeast side of town. Connector ramp blocked, about a 5-minute delay, slow from Judson Road. I-10 westbound Vance Jackson, that stall off to the shoulder. On 1604 northbound Highway 90, that stall is taking up a left lane. And on the south side at 35 southbound Highway 90, this wreck now off to the shoulder. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
The Fall Golf Classic is sold out, but the party's just getting started. The Blitz with Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required.
This report is sponsored by Thomas J. Henry Injury Attorneys, available 24/7.
When it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years and successfully represented thousands of injured Texans. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Out here, days are getting a little cooler, and mornings are starting with a few more layers. It's the season for more time at the grill, more feed for your animals. Heaters burn late into the night, and the woods start calling your name. We appreciate hard-working hands, shared moments, and love for our land. That's why season after season, we're here for your life out here. Tractor Supply.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Defense. The ref totally blew that call.
Oh, I'm sure he'll make the right call next time.
It's too late. It cost us the game.
Well, it's just one game.
That loss eliminated us from the playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs are on so late. Now you'll be well rested.
Okay, I need you to stop talking now.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
What would you do if you had a little bit more money to do it?
I'd go to law school.
I'd open a bakery.
I'd travel to visit my grandparents I haven't seen in 10 years.
We all have things we want to do in life, and there are people who want to help you do them. So how do we best ask for that help? GoFundMe, the #1 fundraising platform. No matter what your goals are, GoFundMe helps you take an important step toward them. Start your GoFundMe today at gofundme.com/radio. That's gofundme.com/radio. This is a commercial message sponsored by GoFundMe.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Summer's almost over, but the heat is pressing on. If you've got battery trouble, stop by AutoZone for free battery testing. It may just need a charge, and we'll do that for free too. If you do need a battery, we've got options starting at just $89.99, and we'll recycle your old battery for free. Now that's a strong start. Don't miss the end of summer sale. Now at AutoZone until September 22nd.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit jessehernandezlaw.com. That's jessehernandezlaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez. The Texas Chancla has your back.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday at noon. The Cowboys take on the New York Giants at home. Pregame at 11.
I like this kind of party.
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
You like that? How about them Cowboys?
94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
If you have access right now, I want you to tune into ESPN and just take one good look at Cam Newton. Are you serious, dude? If I was the director on this show, you're going to have to change, brother. I can't have you on my TV.
You're not allowed to wear this, bro.
What the hell are you wearing?
It's like a pilgrim.
What are you doing, man? You're on TV.
I love it. Max says, AJ, they're playing musical chairs with hosts over here in Houston. Might as well come back, bro. I'm good.
What's going down in Houston?
My old station letting go of a couple other people.
I hadn't heard. Oh, that's bad news. I hate for anybody to lose their gig.
I do too. But budget cuts. Let me tell you something. Somebody's making budget cuts. I ain't trying to head there.
I ain't going
nowhere.
nowhere.
I'm trying to pack up and head to a place where they're making budget cuts. Hell no.
How much do you need to work?
Yeah.
No, I'm very happy here at San Antonio Sports Star. I'm no plans to leave. So at this time, like Claymore says, I'll kindly decline that offer.
Kindly.
This moment. But hey, good luck to those guys over there. All right. You mentioned this, Rob. I just saw this. I was listening to it during the break. The newest Limp Bizkit single, the first music they've made since 2021, is out on YouTube now, and it's called Making Love to Morgan Wallen.
What?
That's the name of Limp Bizkit's new song.
I'm in, man.
And I didn't get to hear the whole thing, but he talks about he started out talking about Chester Bennington, then he talked about David Bowie, then he talked about dolphins, and then he talked about Donald Trump. So there's a lot to unpack there. Yeah, don't play this on the air.
I wouldn't play this.
No.
A little bit of a.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do some editing first before you.
The Walmart cut.
Yeah, you got to find a kid-friendly cut because this is. But it's Limp Bizkit with new music. Who saw that coming? Not me. And Fred was like, Rob said, I don't think that's Fred Durst because he's got a long gray beard. And I was like, oh, that's Fred Durst. That's what he looks like now.
We've all aged. That's right.
And he dresses crazy. He looks ridiculous. But yeah, it's good for him.
I'm gonna download that as soon as I get it.
You know, I mean, the title alone is enough to pull me in.
That got me right there.
I mean, that's how that works.
Man, I did not need to see Fred Durst looking like this, man.
No, that doesn't make you feel good.
Does not make me feel any better.
What's funny is, like, when I was young, I always wore my hat backwards, and people used to say that I looked like Fred Durst, and I did not take that as a compliment.
Well, he has not aged. Well, I mean, I haven't aged. It's
probably aged like I have.
He's put on a few lbs. Let's put it that way.
Well, haven't we all, friends? Haven't we all?
Put on a few more than you might expect.
Well, the thoughts and prayers to
that one. Morgan Wallen.
What a great name for a song.
I'm in.
I mean, that's if you said okay. But I don't even know if the whole song sucks. The song, I mean, I've listened to a minute and a half of it. But even if the song sucks, That's the way to get people to listen to it.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I needed to hear.
All you got to do is say, my new single is called "Making Love to More Than Wine."
There's some angry Raptor drivers driving around. Hey, man.
The hell you talking
making
about,
fun
man?
Of Morgan?
What the hell are you
man,
talking
who the
about?
hell are you?
Bubba? What the hell do you mean, friend?
Biscuit.
The hell do you mean? Unfortunately, the reviews for Spinal Tap 2 are in, Rob.
You knew it was going to suck, and that's too bad.
Yeah, it appears that it's not very good. So, I mean, listen, I'm not saying reviews have never been wrong before. They clearly have, but...
No, I'm not surprised. I'm probably one of 45 or 50 people in San Antonio that went and saw Spinal Tap perform at Fiesta.
Oh, really?
They came and performed back, I don't know, it was 2002 or 3 at a Fiesta event that is no more. Well, actually, I think it's back. The JC,
La Semana
Alegre. They got moved to the east side there for a year. I don't remember where exactly it was.
Yeah.
And we went and saw Spinal Tap play live, which half the world has no idea who I'm talking about, a made-up band. But you knew this movie wasn't going to be near. There's just no way you can capture that kind of magic again.
No, the
Nigel St. Hubbins.
Metacritic has a 57 on it right now.
Actually, that's not as bad as I would have thought.
It's been referred to as a sandwich made of feces, apparently. Advanced ticket sales have been minimal. It's just
most of the fans are my age. We're dying off.
I think that's the problem.
Keep in mind, Spinal Tap came out, 81?
Yeah.
40 years ago?
But, man, it's a funny movie. It's just, I don't think we needed more of this.
And the idea of the bands that they're parodying, they don't exist anymore.
Right.
Those kind of things that you just don't see those bands that were everywhere. The British mock metal band.
Yeah, and it was a funny thing to make fun of at the time. It's
Too
not
bad. Go watch the OG one if you haven't.
Yeah, that's what I would recommend.
Just go watch that
more so than going and watching that. I just, if you haven't seen the first one, there's some good laughs in it. I'll say I don't know how well it's held up. I haven't watched it in a long time.
It's still funny.
But it's I having not seen this one, I'll almost guarantee it's better than the follow-up.
I can't imagine. That was my big fear, but oh well. We still have the original.
It looks like we've got a suspect now.
We're not a news station.
This is the third suspect that they've captured. We'll see if this is the right one.
One dude got totally doxxed. Like
I know,
just like a retired doctor. Like, hey, everybody, calm down.
I didn't do this.
I was in the positive on
I didn't do this. But yeah, that's we'll see what comes of this. But as they look for the shooter for Charlie Kirk, they do have a third suspect now, or for the third time they have a suspect in custody. There are plans to make a Major Tom movie
from the song
about David Bowie. And he started assembling an archive of his own career. And so basically he owns like a what could turn into like a David Bowie museum.
You a fan of Bowie? Like
I grew up a fan of Bowie, yeah.
Yeah, I wish I'd have been
he's
a
like
bigger
one of the
fan.
more influential guys.
Yeah, I got to it late, but I
historically.
appreciate what he did.
Yeah, I certainly appreciate Bowie. Like, I don't find myself going back and listening.
No, that 70s glam rock was never for me. But once I did start to appreciate his stuff, I went back and kind of, listened to what he was doing. And what a remarkable musician. I don't think he was a great singer, but I think he was a remarkable musician.
He was an innovator.
Yeah.
I think that's probably.
So I'd see the movie.
Yeah, I'm interested in that as well. And I like the latest trend of doing movies about musicians, like they did the Bohemian Rhapsody, they did the Dylan movies. Like I like those. Yeah. I like.
And the Ray Charles one was good.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, and it's almost a guaranteed Oscar, by the way. If you are an if you're an actor and you sing.
And you look like
and you can look like but like all of those movies have gotten like Ray, the Walk the Line, the Johnny Cash one got great reviews.
That's Joaquin Phoenix,
I mean it's it's a license to print money, and it's probably going to get you an award if you can sing a lick. If you go out there and don't blow it, you'll probably get some money. That's what I'd be looking for. That's the way to.
I still haven't seen the Dylan one.
No,
and it's floating around. I will.
You can see it
as
now.
Soon as football season's over. I only have Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Yeah. You know what's a bad idea? I think it doesn't. Now I've never thought that this was this could be something that you would do, but apparently there were guys working on utility lines for the Pennsylvania Electric Utility Company.
Okay. Our unsung heroes.
Yeah. If I were to tell you what's the worst possible idea to for a vehicle to bring to work on power lines, what would you think?
Like a water truck? I don't know.
A Cybertruck?
Like a Cybertruck or
how about a helicopter?
Helicopter's probably not the easiest.
What?
Are they doing helicopter work on these things? Well, you're not grounded, so I can see why you do it.
Yeah,
because you can touch the wire without killing yourself.
But then what happens when
you don't touch another
thing.
hit
the line?
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh yeah,
that's bad.
And then now 2 people were killed in not only a helicopter crash, but now a bunch of people were out of
I
power.
can tell you, it happened fast.
Yeah, probably so.
Across those lines, it's over.
Yeah, but I would think if someone said, "Hey, man, we've got this great idea. We're going to have you work on power lines while we dangle you from a helicopter."
Well, I'm going to have to put in my 2 weeks at the skyscraper window cleaning service.
I think that's around the time when I'm like,
would you dang from a helicopter fixing lines or be the dude that washes the windows on the 150th floor? You had to pick one.
I'd rather dangle and do
I think I'd dangle from a helicopter.
No. I'd much rather do the window washing.
Tie yourself to a door.
What about changing the bulbs on the towers?
Now, mind you, when I was in the Army, I dangled from helicopters all the time. We rappelled out of helicopters. We did that regularly.
Big old nope.
But I wasn't playing with power lines when I did that.
Yeah, but you were doing it with people shooting at you.
Well, it's
not.
I mean, I personally never had anyone shoot at me while I was dangling from a helicopter.
Easier from a helicopter than I could to strap myself to the side of a building. I don't know why that's the case, but I would feel more comfortable in a helicopter, which I probably
the building
shouldn't.
won't move.
Yeah, but I have this horrible
Those helicopters
fear
have
of
a hard
falling out of a
time
building.
staying still.
Well, yeah, but the guy, I trust that the guy who's flying a helicopter doesn't want to die either.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But the idea of being on the side of a building on the 150th floor in the wind,
no.
There ain't enough money in the world.
Hey, now that you're an elderly person, do you ever fall down?
I did the other day.
You did. I trip probably once a year. I have a complete
I tripped
redwood.
over my shoelace.
And you fell down?
And I fell down.
Where were you?
At the house, just walking out. I was walking outside, and a car passed by, and I know they saw me.
When's the last time you fell down in public?
See, it's been about once a year. I'll fall down
in public.
Oh yeah, I'll trip and go down just like a redwood going over.
Oh, we were shopping at North Star Mall for Christmas last year, and I fell in the stairs.
I'll slip down the stairs.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why I thought it was an escalator.
And the sad thing is, when you're young, it's just embarrassing. Now I'm getting to the age where this could put me down, in the hospital.
Do we need to call somebody?
I'm gonna have to get one of those walkers with the tennis balls on it.
Well, good news. A randomized controlled trial by researchers from Tohoku University in Japan have shown that there is a great way to reduce the risk of falling down and will also strengthen your knees and is great for seniors, it says. It requires no equipment, and it takes 5 minutes a day.
I was hoping it would be like an exoskeleton.
Basically, it's samurai training.
Samurai training,
yes.
I say.
So if you were to do some samurai training...
Well, now we're talking.
You would probably fall down.
Would I get a sword?
I mean, you could get one, but you don't have to have a sword.
I could use it as like a walking cane.
You don't have to have one, but you could have one.
I could roam the earth doing good deeds. So I need to get into samurai training, huh?
That's what I'm telling
talking
you.
to the guy that falls down once a year.
If you want to stop falling down, that's what they're saying.
I was thinking ninja. So samurai might be a little bit easier.
Yeah. Apparently, there's something about the way they train. They do these knee bends that will give you more stability, and you're less likely to fall down.
I've never seen a samurai fall down.
Also, if you were to fall down, you could turn it into a roll.
That's right.
And hop up and attack someone.
Part of my move.
That's right. That was just me starting
what's it called? My kata or whatever it is. part of my dance move.
All right, let's hit a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up the show the way we always do with the Daily Lines. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
What we've been doing is pulling one of the people that sells a car every month and giving them a prize.
Give Me the VIN is giving away $25,000 in cash every month.
David Ling sold your car last month.
I sold a 2020 RX 350.
Yep.
Yeah.
Open that check up and tell me what it says.
$25,000.
$25,000. Give me that.
David Ling of Claremont, California is the latest winner in GimmeTheVin.com's big cash giveaway.
$25,000. What am I getting for being here?
No purchase necessary. For official rules, go to GimmeTheVin.com. Sell us your car.
George gets justice. After being hit by an 18-wheeler, the experienced attorneys of George Salinas Injury Lawyers are San Antonio's choice for getting you the maximum compensation you deserve. With over 110 years of combined experience, they've recovered millions for their clients. 18-wheelers may be bigger than you on the road, but you can be bigger than them in the courtroom. George guarantees that you don't pay unless they win your case. Call 210-225-0909 today for a free consultation. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
Out here, days are getting a little cooler, and mornings are starting with a few more layers. It's the season for more time at the grill, more feed for your animals. Heaters burn late into the night, and the woods start calling your name. We appreciate hard-working hands, shared moments, and love for our land. That's why season after season, we're here for your life out here. Tractor Supply.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Progressive's Teen Driver discount could lower the cost of insurance for your teenager and save you some money. And then you can still spend money on them. Because just when you think you have a grasp on spending, new sneakers. And then it's money for a school field trip. And of course, spending money. Oh yeah, and a new phone to replace the one they dropped in the toilet. Oh, don't remind me. So just get Progressive's Teen Driver discount. And then you can continue to spend money on them. Endlessly. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states and subject to terms and conditions.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
See website for details. Bills happen is not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, everything is so expensive, and our bills are piling up.
You're telling me credit cards are maxed out, rent is due, and the car payment's right around the corner? We need some extra cash.
We should do what my friend from work did. She went to billshappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
Bills Happen is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types get up to $5,000.
Sounds like it's going to be a hassle.
My friend said it was super easy. She did it right from her phone during her lunch break.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. BillsHappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Guess what? I went to BillsHappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to BillsHappen.com. That's BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
Now, this isn't quite Herschel Walker type, but the Packers apparently offering a lot. Their GM, Gutekunst.
What's his name?
Well, tell me. You tell me.
Goop-de-doop-de-doop.
What was that?
I have no idea. It's
like
Gazoonheit.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, you like that? Dun, dun, na, 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 low.
24 hours later.
There you go. Finally, you paid off your
Yeah,
tease.
yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Woo!
Yeah! Dun, 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 dun. Happy Friday, everybody.
Yo, is that a cutlass?
All right.
Ooh.
Let's wrap it up the way we always do, Vic. Taking a look at the daily lines.
I hope my 9-turn
It's
wrap
the Morning
on-
Huddle's look at the daily lines.
Pays off.
With AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You hope that what?
My prize picks, I was messing around yesterday. I got a 9-legged wrap going this weekend.
Oh, boy.
$5 could pay me $150.
What?
I got a 9-legged wrap. Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm feeling pretty comfortable.
Good luck with that.
Good luck to you. Yeah, nine leg parlays win all the time.
You know, and if you're doing it, what kind of underpants only puts $5 on a 9-legged? If you're in for 9, you should be in for $100, right?
Listen, man.
If you're willing to go 9 turns on this thing, put your money where your mouth is.
What
right?
I recommend is never play 9-team parlays, but if you do, have minimal risk
Do it with
exposure.
absolutely as possible.
So I'm not mad at you.
I am every casino's favorite customer.
I bet you are.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even allowed to play at several casinos in
They
Vegas
invite
anymore.
me in. They're flying me in now.
Like my buddy was asking me about my South Point account. I was like, I'm at a South Point account, and they won't let me play there. Stations won't let me play there.
They prefer my ilk.
They
prefer guys like me.
Yeah. Oh, well. All right, let's get into it. The NFL, the Cowboys taking some money.
Uh-oh.
They're down
Profit
to, no,
taken.
excuse me, the Giants taking some money. They're down to, the Cowboys are 4.5-point favorites now. They were 5.5-point favorites.
They heard Shoddy's interview.
Yeah, I like the Cowboys, though. I think the Cowboys get it done this weekend.
I do, too.
Bills are at the Jets. Bills minus 6.5 on the road.
I like the Bills, too, brother.
Do you?
I do.
That's a big number.
I think they're better than the touchdown.
Ravens minus 11.5 at home. I told you I like the over in this game. Over 44.5 is going to be my favorite play there. Rams at the Titans. Rams 5.5-point road favorites. I do like the Jags catching 3.5 at Cincinnati. I don't trust the Bengals. They proved it last week that this early season thing is not. It doesn't matter if Joe Burrow's playing in the preseason or not. They just stink early
What about
on.
the over?
49.5.
I mean, if Cincinnati's going to make it a game, they're going to have to score 25, right?
I'm hoping Cincinnati doesn't make it a game.
I'm just curious
quite
if there's
frankly.
any way I'm going to play some money there because I don't trust Jacksonville yet.
Fair enough. Bears plus 6.5 at the Lions. Oh, boy. Niners down to -3 at the Saints. Oh, boy. The Mac Jones disrespect, I tell you. And the Seahawks +3 at Pittsburgh. I will be on the Seahawks catching
like
3
Seahawks.
points.
I do too.
Patriots +1.5 in Miami. I also like the dog there. Cardinals -6.5 hosting the Carolina Panthers. Broncos 1.5-point road favorites in Indianapolis. The Eagles 1.5-point road favorites in Kansas City. I think you and I both like the Chiefs this weekend to get that done. And the Falcons on Sunday Night Football, 3.5-point dogs on the road in Minnesota. That should be a really fun game to watch. Some of the bigger college football matchups of the weekend. Well, actually, you know what? Let's get into the games that are happening tonight.
Good one tonight at 6:30, I think.
We've got Indiana minus 47.5 against Indiana State.
Man. Whoa. They hate the end of state.
47
What are they?
The Sycamores.
The Sycamores.
That's
Larry
right.
Bird's not coming through those doors, sir.
No, they better hope he does, though. Looks like Syracuse will have Jim Brown active tonight as they are 37.5-point favorites against Colgate. Houston, the Cougs. Whose house? Cougs' house. 4-point favorites
I like Houston
against
tonight.
Colorado. Do you?
Well, Colorado can't. What, they're playing their third-string quarterback?
I don't know that either of those teams are very good, quite frankly.
I saw Delaware give Colorado all they could handle.
That is true. Arizona and Kansas State. Arizona a 1.5-point home dog to Kansas State.
I don't get this number.
I don't either. Give me the under. These teams suck.
Yeah,
Nobody's scoring. This is going to be this total's 54.5.
I don't know what I'm looking to see if there's an injury that has changed this. There's not. I don't get this number at all.
I bet I bet New Mexico plus 16 earlier in the week. It's down to 14.5. I don't trust UCLA. I think they suck.
What's his name? The quarterback? Is he still starting?
Yeah, Nico Iamaleava. I don't think they're any good. So I like, even though the New Mexico's terrible, I'll still have some dough on them tonight. Clemson, we mentioned a 3-point favorite at Georgia Tech.
Like me some Tech on this.
I do too. Roll Damn Tide, 21-point favorites hosting Wisconsin. Oklahoma minus 23.5 on the road at Temple. Give me Temple. This is a sandwich game for Oklahoma. Between the Auburn and Michigan games, they don't have their coach. If there was ever a time to just get in and get out healthy, this is it. So I think that one at least stays somewhat competitive. Georgia and Tennessee. Tennessee, a 4-point home dog against Georgia up on Rocky Top.
Not going to be a lot of Rocky Top singing. I can tell you that.
Oh man, give me the over. Maybe even the first half over. I want to back Tennessee here. I just can't. Kirby's just owned Josh Heupel, and that's enough for me to not want to back him. Texas Tech laying 23.5 against Oregon State. I think they can pick and choose their number. That is a force to be reckoned with right now.
Yep.
Little Texas action. North Texas minus 5.5 hosting Wazoo. I like North Texas this weekend for what it's worth. SMU laying 27.5 at Missouri State. I don't know if I'm liking SMU enough to get down on that. Texas and UTEP. Texas minus 40.5.
You know what? It doesn't.
Good Lord, that's a number. It's too much of a number for me to mess with.
What's his history on this spread?
I mean, last week he didn't cover.
That's a big number.
Yeah, I'll stay away from that one. Arkansas catching 6.5 at Ole Miss. Let's see. A&M 6.5. They are catching at Notre Dame. You like the Aggies this weekend?
I don't like them. I don't like them to cover. I don't think they're going to win.
I'm gonna give me the over in that game.
That's probably the better bet.
I kind of think Notre Dame covers. I think Notre Dame by probably 7 to 10. Florida at LSU. Florida now catching set. Florida's taking money, Rob. +7 now. The halves are gone.
Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I think the money will swing back the other direction when we get closer.
All those drunk coon asses open up their wallets.
Which won't mean anything about the output, but I do get the sense that the money will rise.
Texas State catching 17.5 at Arizona State. I bet the over in that game early in the week. I think there's going to be a lot of offense. I hope Texas State hangs with them.
I do too.
I think Arizona State's a bunch of frauds, so I think they should be able to hang with them.
Pac-12.
No lineup yet for UTSA and Incarnate Word. We're waiting on that. The boxing fight this weekend between Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford, the biggest match of the year, I would say, for boxing. Terrence Crawford +140, Canelo Alvarez -175.
Crawford, the distance and decision is what you like?
Yep. +210 is what I'm seeing here. So give me Crawford by decision
I think I like Canelo in a knockout.
Technical decision.
Late TKO.
No.
I do like Canelo. No, I think he'll win on just big money punches?
We'll see. We'll see. He may punch himself. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to land big punches on Crawford. That's one thing about being smaller. He's going to be much faster than Canelo.
Does Canelo have the feet to cut off a ring? I don't remember the last time he's had to. So that's going to be a question.
Not against somebody who's this much faster than him. I don't think there's any way. But I do think it's going to be a fight worth watching. So I'm there for it. I think I'm going to head straight from the UFC as soon as it's over. I'm going to head straight home and try and catch the fights. The main event
is it intentionally going to be done before the Canelo fight?
I think it will be because Zuffa, the UFC, is promoting both of them.
Yeah, they got TV time too.
They're doing both of them. They're promoting both of them. Jean Silva is minus 260 in the main event against Diego Lopez. Lopez plus 210 on the comeback. So DraftKings I'm looking at now, they've got under 2.5 rounds at plus 130. You can get under 3.5 rounds at minus 140. So it depends on your risk tolerance, like if you want to pay some juice. But either way, I think the fight ends pretty early. I will go with one of the guys that I met this weekend, Zach Reese, who's a Texas boy. He's fighting a guy named Cedricus Dumas, who has been arrested multiple times for beating up women. And I think Zach Reese doesn't think he's much of a good guy. And I expect this to be an ass whooping. So
you like Zach Reese?
I do like Zach Reese. I think Zach Reese gets the job done.
How about more than 22.5 significant strikes?
I think that is very likely to happen. Very likely to happen.
I like that too.
Now the fight total. The total time is it's under 1.5 rounds. It's juiced to the under. So the thought is it's not going to last long. They're there for a good time, not for a long time.
Right.
So you got to hope that one of those first 22 doesn't knock him out. Is kind of what.
So
you're
what do you
hoping
think
for.
about Silva in 1.5 rounds?
Oh, that's too low.
Too much, right?
Yeah, I won't play under 1.5, but under 2.5, I could get down with. I would, in fact, I would say if you can find a way for the fight to be ended by knockout, like for the fight to not go the distance, that's what I would look for. If you're playing on your underdog or your prize picks. Major League Baseball, Shane Baz and the Rays are in Chicago taking on Matthew Boyd and the Cubs. Cubs minus 170. Royals are at the Phillies. Walker Buehler going for the Phillies. They're minus 140. Mitch Keller and the Pirates. Brad Lord and the Nationals. That's a pick'em. Trevor Rogers goes for the O's. Chris Bassett for the Blue Jays. Jays minus 140. Tariq Skubal, they're minus 200 going up against the Marlins. Sandy Alcantara going for the Fish. Give me under 7 on that one. Both these pitchers have been elite. Sandy Alcantara's really figured it out in the second half. Skubal is obviously Tariq Skubal. Jacob deGrom goes for the Rangers. They're at the Mets. Jonah Tong going for the Mets. That's a straight pick'em. The young rookie going up against the maybe future Hall of Famer. Luis Gil and the Yankees are in Boston taking on Lucas Giolito and the Red Sox. Yankees minus 125. Astros are at the Braves. The lead is gone. They have a 0-game lead in the AL West now with the Mariners winning last night. Hurston Waldrop going for the Braves today. They're minus 120 favorites. And those previously mentioned Seattle Mariners, they will go with Luis Castillo tonight, minus 190 favorites, hosting Yusei Kikuchi. I say Kakachi, but Yusei Kikuchi. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto goes for the Dodgers. He's very good, minus 165 against Justin Verlander.
All over but the crying.
There you go. Enjoy the weekend of sport. We'll be back on Monday. Blitz coming up at 2. We'll see you Monday.